Welcome to Trash Talk. I'm Lane.
And I'm Chase.
And I'm D.
And I'm Taylor.
Nice. I always forget to tell people, introduce yourselves, because I don't want to introduce you.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, we got the guys back in the studio. D's back with a whole list of topics. Taylor's back to talk about fishing and Huskers, and there's also this guy that just keeps showing up that doesn't do shit.
Oh, I'm going fishing in Minnesota, actually.
Oh, really?
Next month. Yep.
What, are you going to invite me?
5th through the 9th.
What is that, a weekend?
Hold on.
Hey,
Is it?
No, it's Wednesday through Monday.
Sunday.
Monday.
I only have 2 days off left of work.
We'll
Till the end of the year?
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to work Wednesday.
And then go?
And then go. We're going to leave Thursday night. We might stop in Minneapolis and just like
You and
get
Anthony?
a hotel and get some drinks or something.
The reason
somewhere.
I am not going on this trip is how their ice fishing trip ended up last time.
Oh, yeah.
Exactly.
happened
That's
last
kind of what I was
So
just
it's our first day in
thinking.
Minnesota. It's 12 o'clock in the morning at a bar.
Sounds about right.
Oh, we
God.
should have been fishing all day. Oh, next morning it's 1 p.m. Just getting out to the lake.
Oh, man.
Thought you were
You
supposed to
can't do
fish
that.
late today and early today.
Yeah, you can't
Yeah.
be doing that. Yeah, I don't want to go. But I do want to go to the Boundary Waters Sunday. Take your boat out there.
Let's go.
All right.
We're supposed to go to Lake Superior.
You need a big ass boat for that.
Yeah.
I guess we got
Tugboat.
one. I guess.
You wouldn't put your boat on that?
I would sink. Those
Yeah.
waves are bigger than us.
I think
Yeah.
you could hike up there somewhere.
Have you been
Superior?
out there before, Taylor?
I have not.
Michigan or Wisconsin or...
I
Any
fished
other
the
lakes?
surrounding lakes. I never fished up
The
north,
big lakes.
unfortunately.
I'll be
Yeah.
in Minnesota next week. We were hoping to go kayaking, but they were saying the water levels are too high.
Yeah, I had a bachelor party last weekend and it got canceled because the rivers were too high.
What rivers? Just all of them?
It would have been the Cedar River. We're going to go down to Erickson
oh,
camping
okay.
and camping.
Yeah.
Oh, I did that. That's fun.
Yeah. Got canceled.
Damn, I feel like it's been canceled before because it's too low.
And then it's too high.
Yeah. Wow. Well,
Thanks, climate change.
yeah. You'd rather it be too high, I guess.
So,
There's forest fires there right
I
now, I
like being
think.
too high sometimes.
There are fires. We're going to talk about that here in a little bit as well.
In Erickson, Nebraska. It's crazy.
Where at? In Erickson, there's fires?
Yeah.
Shit,
Water's
shit's
burning.
down.
I think there's a fire burning right now at Memorial Stadium in Lincoln.
Go Big Red!
Go Big Red!
So, nice segue, Derek. That brings us to our first topic. Well, I'm going to move this
Fire
down over here.
burning in Derek's crotch right now.
I think there's some talk about getting some facility upgrades in.
No. You want to do facilities upgrades or you want to do roster?
Wait, I thought we were talking about burning. The earth is burning. I thought we were talking
No,
about
we're
that.
talking about Huskers
Okay,
first.
all right. Go Big Red.
Go Big Red.
Go Big Red.
Sorry.
Yeah, we got our offensive line. Are these leaks?
Oh, are these...
No, this is what's projected based on practices.
Oh,
and,
these
I
are
guess, team
starters,
scrimmages.
huh?
Oh,
It's not
okay.
official yet.
Where's the black
Yeah.
shirts at?
Everything will be official Thursday, probably, next
Well,
week.
I mean, this kind of figures. You'd think the junior would, start in front of the sophomore, I guess,
No, not necessarily, but
Who are the guys you were excited about?
It depends on who's better and who's working harder.
None of these guys. I don't really care about
offensive line has 15 on scholarship.
Yeah, so that tells you something. He's bringing the line back. You know?
That's what we need.
Exactly.
We need to have a running game. And if we
I
can
can't
have
hear
an
Taylor at all.
offensive line.
I can hear him.
There he is. I hear him now.
Go Big Red.
There he is. Kind of sound like shit.
I can
but
hear
all right.
everything, so don't worry about it. But it's definitely uncertain, especially at center here. Do we need to read these names off?
I feel like all the diehards
Go ahead,
know.
D.
We got so I'm not so familiar with these people, but Brendan James Jr. starting left tackle, left guard, Trent Hickson sophomore. The center that I guess they're a little wonky on starter is Will Forniak.
They got a redshirt freshman, and there's two other freshmen.
Redshirt freshman coming in. Yeah, that must be why they're uncertain. But if he's a freshman coming in, he's probably pretty good.
Well, he's probably better than the other two.
Better than me. Right guard,
Yeah.
Bo Wilson Jr. Right tackle, Matt Forniak Jr. So we got two Forniaks out there. How many Forniaks we got on this team anyhow?
How many farms we got? A Barney accent we got on this team.
Aye, aye, Captain.
I knew it.
surrounded by Forniaks.
Frost said.
So there's still,
I think there's going to be some good chemistry. Two brothers playing on the line, or cousins.
They played
or
last
whatever they
year.
are. Well, the one's a redshirt
Yeah.
freshman. How was Forniak last year?
Not bad. Not bad.
I got to believe there's some chemistry with the brothers. I'm looking forward to seeing that.
Bash Brothers, baby.
yeah, definitely. It always helps when you got someone to.
Did you
go
guys
up
see
against.
the new uniform concepts that came out?
Dude, those are sick.
Yeah, they're like black.
Yeah. Looks like Gaylord got hurt, season-ending knee injury.
Oh, damn.
So
When did that happen?
sometime this week or last week, I read that.
Uniforms get
Is he a lineman?
recruits.
Yeah. Yeah, he was supposed to be like a really. He was there last year. Yeah, wide receivers and tight ends. Spielman gets the pitcher, kind of steals the show right there.
I wonder if his dad's going to draft him to the Vikings. He's the GM.
No shit.
Yeah, he's adopted.
I think I knew
Rick
that.
Spielman, I believe, is his
What?
dad's name. GM for the Vikings.
He's the adopted son?
Yep. Rick Spielman's white.
So he's not that special.
Oh, wow. Well, if a GM... What did you eat?
What is going on over there?
Yeah. What
Yeah,
did-
D-O-G. Jesus Christ.
Don't put that fart on me.
Anyways,
what are you trying to do over
Nebraska
there?
football.
This podcast is sponsored by White Claw. So,
Claws
White
no
Claw, if you're
laws.
listening,
And Line and Cougars.
and Bush Lattes.
I don't drink White Claw because I obey the law. I drink beer.
Ain't no laws when you're drinking the claws. Good roundabout. Sorry. Wait, shut that up.
Who was the wide receiver that got drafted? He's gone from the team now.
Morgan.
Morgan. Stanley?
Stanley Morgan.
Okay.
Yep.
So, other than Spielman, who were the guys that stood out last
It
year?
was Spielman and Morgan.
Yeah, that's
There
the
w-
two guys I remember.
No, there was...
Was that dude with the
You got-
mustache?
there was a
junior
freshman.
coming in at tight end.
The guy with the mustache is definitely gone.
That was 2 years ago, huh?
Way longer than that. I feel like there was another freshman that I remember liking a lot. Well, I guess it would be Warner? No, that doesn't sound right. Andre Hunt and Cade Warner are our wide receivers.
There's so many redshirt freshmen. Last year, people were saying that Frost was like holding a bunch of guys back that could probably actually be better than the starters, but he wanted them to learn the system and stuff and how to do things the Husker way, so to speak. So a lot of people are really excited about the young guys that are all like redshirt freshmen coming in.
Yeah, for sure.
I mean, in the slot receiver position, you got Wandale Robinson. He's a true freshman. He's probably going to get a decent amount of playing time.
Oh, so are Mike Riley's guys like almost all out?
I have
No.
no idea, man.
It's only his second year.
Mike
I
Riley.
said almost out.
Yeah, the guys.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
pretty much
he's.
close.
I mean, like 2 more years though. Really,
I'm not saying they're
there were some freshmen.
shitty because
There was a lot that transferred too. You'd hope that he's with enough like walk-ons and Frost guys right now that essentially Mike Riley's team is like, gone. It's a whole new team at this point, right?
well, I'm not saying they're shitty, but maybe
They were
some of them.
shitty.
No,
might have
last year
been.
I think they
Yeah,
still were
shitty.
part of Mike Riley's team for a little bit.
Well, most
Like some of them played a couple games and then quit and went to go play at Oregon State. That happened.
a lot of people left.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So,
Well, if you look at all the receivers, they got 6 listed as, I guess, starters through from the slot, and then their backups. But they're saying that
I didn't
I think
realize-
it's the receivers coach Walters. He's expecting a solid 6 to 8 players to contribute at any time. But look at all the youth on there, though. You got starting. Dude, can you scroll up a little bit? Andre Hunt, redshirt freshman. Cade Warner, sophomore. Spielman's the junior, and then Jack Stoll, a tight end. Behind the other 3 wide receivers, though, senior, and then another freshman, though, Wandale Robinson. I'd be excited to see what he could. I bet you he's a freak athlete.
yeah, it seems like they have a lot of good depth. Full speed.
Ooh, who's the quarterback? Who's going to start? Martinez
That's the big question.
or that other guy? What's his name?
That's his full name, right? That other guy?
What other guy? Well, right
First
there.
name that, middle name the.
Oh yeah,
Verdell. Vidrell.
McCaffrey.
Didn't he? Oh, McCaffrey? Oh, I doubt it. Didn't Verdell play like a couple games?
McCracken. I'm going to call him that for the rest of
I'm
the
pretty
year.
sure Luke McCaffrey is the
Jeez,
son
Mr.
of
McCracken.
Ed McCaffrey.
What's all that sugar doing in the back of your car?
I like sugar with my
I
coffee.
tell you to call me Big Earl. It's for one more than coffee.
Yeah, let's just call him Big Earl when he's playing.
All right.
Come on, Big Earl. Throw that fucking pigskin.
It just says right there, the QB spot is set.
Yeah, dude. Luke
Sit
McCaffrey
back,
is Ed
dig 'em his
McCaffrey,
feet.
former wide receiver for the Broncos kid. Brother also to Christian McCaffrey, running back for the Panthers in the NFL.
So listen to this then. The true freshman, McCaffrey, is leaps and bounds better mechanically than he was when he arrived in Lincoln 7 months ago.
How fast is he?
Sounds like he's pretty fast,
Faster
man.
than you.
Yeah.
Duh.
Oh, Andrew Bunch. Wasn't that who played last year, I think, actually? Now that I read that name.
It says walk-ons.
Yeah. But I
Yeah.
think that was a walk-on from last year. All
What about
right.
the, what about the dude
Maurice
from Grand Island?
Washington.
Where's he at?
What? Who?
The guy from Grand Island, remember him?
Wrecker 5.
Riker, yeah.
He's in Grand Island.
He won one. Yeah, he's in Grand Island working at the meat packing plant or something. I heard.
Cutting chickens off heads.
Cutting
Let's move on. Let's
Cutting
move on.
chicken.
Let's move
Zach
on. Don't
Dolville.
even say anything.
Our strength and conditioning coach, he's tits.
Who?
Zach Dolville. He graduated from Nebraska like in the early 90s.
Really?
He served at Wisconsin down in Florida for 2 years and came up here. And he's fucking showing mad improvements with their boys.
Nice.
We got to be strong. We got to go back to 90 strong.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
Doing
I
pills,
think so.
doing Anaval. You know, let's get back on that steroids. Let's get big boys.
Yeah, just being the farm boys. Look at
Dude.
how many
Yeah.
like walk-ons there are.
Yeah, you come to
from
Nebraska,
the
eat a bunch of
team.
corn, and
Yeah,
Doing
exactly.
coke during halftime, yeah. Get pumped up. I don't care. Do what you got to do.
what you
To
gotta
win.
We
do.
need to get big and strong.
Get it back to where it needs to be here.
I'm looking forward to seeing Maurice Washington this year. He looked
Well,
when I saw him play
he
against
needs
Minnesota.
to sit his ass out this first game. He has a court appearance the day, like
I thought he got dropped.
couple days after the first game.
Yeah, he
unless,
didn't do anything.
Unless this is new.
I thought the weed got dropped.
The weed is dropped, but he still had the 17-year-old girl video
it's
sucking
not
his
16
dick.
at least.
It doesn't matter. It's 17, and California is still going
Still
through.
underage.
Oh,
like-
is that the guy with the pictures?
He sent a video to the girl.
Oh, fuck.
No,
Fuck
he
him.
needs to sit the first game, at least if he has court like a couple days after the first game. Are you smelling it?
Still underage.
I thought you were smelling his fart.
Not yet.
But we also got Dedrick Mills, excuse me.
Probably
So, yeah.
pronounced Diedrich.
Dedrick. That's what I said. The duo is set, but Washington is charged with a felony entangled in the California court
Yeah, fuck
system. So Wyatt might be playing a little bit.
Well,
Wait a second. There was no defense, or did I skip it?
Yeah, where's the black shirts
What
at?
the fuck? Man, I thought there was a defense.
I really hope we go undefeated when we see Ohio State, and then they gave the black shirts out right before Ohio State.
Yeah.
Or they don't give them out before.
They do. They can give them out whenever, but I hope we deserve them. They just don't hand them out like fucking candy, like they used to.
Well, they fucking knew who the starters were back then.
Yeah, but the starters got to earn the black shirt.
I hope they do those. Do you guys know if they're doing those new jerseys this year?
I don't know if that.
They
was
usually
just,
do that for like one special game. Or
Maybe Ohio
something.
State.
Homecoming or
That
something.
could be, yeah,
If
homecoming.
we go undefeated and we see Ohio State at home,
man.
it'll be a night game.
I bet Ohio State is homecoming. Bet it is. Like it's like the 5th week. It's usually like the first conference game of the season.
We should go down there.
Yeah, for sure.
Well,
Most
game-
definitely.
And that one's in Nebraska too.
Yeah,
so.
that's what I'm saying. If we go undefeated, it'll be a night game.
Yeah. Oh, I think we should go no matter what. Oh yeah, I'd put that one on TV for sure.
Oh, it'll be on TV. I'm saying like it'd be prime time ABC.
Yeah, I mean we're rated 24th.
That doesn't mean shit.
I know. I'm just saying it's happening
How are we
I
rated
saw it.
24th?
because people know Nebraska.
It's the hype.
It's just like people know there's money there. Scott Frost is a good
Yeah,
coach.
that's
Like
crazy.
there's people are talking about it. It is kind of ridiculous. I don't think we should be rated.
A lot of fair weather fans. We won 4 games last year. My expectation this year is 6. I don't set myself
No,
high and then start hating
I
Nebraska.
think we can do better than 6.
Well,
I think we're going to look really good.
Everyone
this
said
year.
that last year too. Let's just set
Martinez
fucking
is like the
realistic
Mahomes of
expectations.
college football right
You got to
now.
give it the first 4 games
No,
to
he's
you know
not.
just see.
He's not the the Mahomes of college football. He's like
My
That you
homes.
were a Husker,
He is-
Husker faithful.
they talked about him being one of the 10 being talked about for the Heisman.
Who's that?
Martinez.
Oh,
He could be,
But they also talked.
T-Mone.
They,
but he
al-
also needs an O line to keep him
they-
in the pocket. He needs a lot of stuff.
they said the same exact thing about Taylor Martinez, and they said the same thing about fucking Riker Fife.
Fucking joke.
No, there was another quarterback from Nebraska.
Uncle Rico?
Yeah, it might have been Rico. Suave.
Uncle Rico.
I can throw a pigskin a quarter mile.
You are Uncle Rico.
Wish.
So, facility upgrades might be coming.
If we have a winning season this year, we'll get some.
I think the AD, like, he hasn't been talking about it and saying, like, yeah, that's, not in the playbook. And then Frost has kind of come over the top, like, yeah, we're absolutely going to be upgrading these facilities. They were saying there's, like, rooms and stuff that don't even have enough chairs for people to sit in. And
Here's an idea:
Just
legalize
simple stuff like
marijuana
that.
Yeah. Or gambling.
or gambling.
You get all the money you need.
Actually, I was at the horse races in Black County a couple weeks ago, and there was a petition going on signing where there's horse tracks, you can legal gamble some type of skilled games. Like you go into like a Mega Saver and those bank shot games. Like
Yeah.
games.
it's like a skilled game, so it's not considered gambling. So it's legal. They're all over fucking.
It's
Columbus.
like a blinking light thing, essentially.
Yeah, I
Kind
don't
of.
know. You see a lot of twackheads playing it like at 2:00 in the morning at Come and Go.
Yeah, there's casinos and like, gas stations in South Dakota.
Yeah, but that South Dakota is legal gambling.
I know. Is that what Nebraska's worried about?
Well,
Ga-
Colorado,
gambling.
Kansas, Missouri, Iowa,
Yeah.
everywhere has.
Why not?
Exactly.
How much money we're losing.
I'm hoping.
Aren't they bringing up on the ballot here soon a vote for legalizing gambling? And
There's a
I think is it
there's,
Omaha or Nebraska?
there's a petition going around
Yeah,
to
but-
try and get it on the ballot. Just
I
like
voted on it multiple times in my lifetime.
oh.
And people vote against it?
Yeah.
Jesus.
for some reason. But we'll spend $100 million across the river here in
Yeah.
Iowa.
I feel like they need a better marketing plan.
But
if
everyone
they're
who
doing
bitches
it,
about
but-
healthcare, insurance, living in Nebraska also votes for Rickards, which makes no sense.
Yeah.
If you want change, don't vote Republican.
Some people don't say they want change; they just want to be taken care of.
Not Republican. Change you can believe in.
No,
Yes.
they want Republican.
I'm hoping that this Epstein things, as more shit comes out, the Rickard families are in it.
Oh, that would be awesome.
I guarantee there has to be some type of chance that there is.
He's
Has
probably
to be.
there right now cleaning up his skeet stains.
Skeet.
Oh, Jesus.
That all you
Bleaching
gotta
that
say?
Our
shit.
governor's a pedophile?
I wouldn't fucking doubt it.
You heard it here first,
Do you know?
folks.
Do you know who the governor's dad is?
No. Who
I don't
is
know.
he?
The owner
I don't know
of,
his
He's
name.
the
Oh.
billionaire.
I don't know his name.
We talked about him. Isn't he in
the
Alaska or
racist.
something?
He's a racist billionaire.
He's a racist. I don't know about
The
Alaska.
owner of the Cubs, the Ricketts
Owner of
family.
the Cubs.
Is it
Really?
TD Ameritrade that they own? I
He
believe?
also owned TD Ameritrade.
Well, it's not
yep.
TD Ameritrade no more. They sold it.
CHI.
Oh, really?
CHI.
The Chai.
Well, no, but
Center.
the company TD Ameritrade
Yes.
is still a company.
The Chimo Center. That's where the name came from. Jesus.
Yeah,
Just
they
like
sh-
Pizzagate. It's
they-
all on the wall. Come on, guys.
yeah, they should just really call it the Sell Your Soul Center.
The Chai Center. That's where they got.
Come get pounded in the ass center.
That's fucked up.
Well, that's what you're paying for.
There's no proof to anything that we're talking about here. We're just all speculating. Allegedly.
If there's
I'm
one
not
conspiracy
saying there's
theory you're
butt-fucking
going to
going on,
believe,
but
it's
there's
Epstein
butt-fucking
did not
going
kill
on.
himself.
No, we all know that. We all know Epstein did not kill himself. We talked about this a little bit already on the podcast. But what are your views on it?
He didn't.
Who do
not
you
kill
think killed
himself.
him?
So if you were a billionaire that had...
How do you know he's
Well,
even dead? It's because it just says it on the
Oh,
news.
it's
True.
Yeah.
Could be a fake
But
body.
if you were a billionaire and you say, hey, this guy is going to let a lot of news out, blah, 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 you wouldn't give $5 million to
There's
a security
$100 million
guard,
here.
$100 million to an offshore account and say, oops, you guys are working too much overtime. You're going to take a nap.
Yeah,
And then all of a sudden, boom.
for sure.
It's,
Oh shit! They suspended me from my job.
yeah.
Yeah.
I guess I'll go take a
Everyone.
trip out to the island.
Everyone did that.
The petty island.
Really, there was no safe place for that guy to be kept.
And he was on suicide watch.
Yeah.
Too. His
Well,
cellmate
they removed him at the time of his
cellmate was gone 9 hours
death.
afterwards.
What's the deal with his will? I've been seeing headlines, but I haven't read anything about it.
Oh, he wrote his will like 2
To his
days
brother.
before.
And put everything in his name?
To his brother.
Yeah.
But Epstein has a house worth $70 million that's painted like the Iranian flag.
Oh, yeah, the one out on his island.
Yep.
It's not even a house, it's a temple.
Basically.
It's shaped like a temple.
And he didn't buy it. It was given to him, or he took power of attorney over it.
Through the will?
No, this is before. Like, basically, it was some guy's house, and he gave him power or attorney over it.
Oh, that's in New York or something, right?
Something.
There's
It's
like
on an island,
there's like a
though.
penthouse. No, he owns his own island. He got a penthouse in New York because he took it from a guy when he gave him power of attorney. I'm pretty sure. I could be wrong too. Anyway, we're off topics.
He killed the guy
Who killed the
who
guy?
took his penthouse.
No.
That's what I heard.
Oh, well, the Daily Mail, they're not that great, but they just had, for like his 40th birthday, he had 3 French girls flown into him.
Wow.
And then it was some like modeling agency that would fly him in.
Yeah, didn't Trump provide the modeling agency for him?
Wouldn't be surprised.
Tremendous helicopters.
Check him out.
Great.
Filled with pot teenage babes.
Teenage. I want 12-year-olds.
Let me touch you with my small hands. Yeah, tremendous.
Which brings us right into other things Trump has touched with his small hands. Our fucking economy.
His small dick.
Yeah, he's fucking the economy with his small dick.
He's got a mushroom size
Don't he have like a potato dick
a little
or something?
mushroom.
Oh, my bad. My bad. Sorry.
You know, from the right angle.
I get my vegetables.
It
Is
looks
it a
like-
sweet potato? Is it a russet?
It ain't no sweet potato.
Are we talking yams
yeah,
here?
I think it's a little russet red potato.
Little red potato?
Well,
Can you
know,
summarize this?
Yeah, so basically everybody's talking about how great the economy is doing and, really record lows for recent times for unemployment and whatnot. But there's been signs in the economy now of a recession, like even globally. And it's starting to reach the U.S. a little bit. So they have these metrics they use, and the term they keep saying is, oh, they're inverted. Every time they've inverted for the last 100 years or so, we've had a recession sometime thereafter, a couple years or less.
The signs are happening,
Yeah.
It's
Well,
time.
supposedly Trump's freaking out now because it's coming up on election time, and he wants to brag about the economy. And if shit goes south, while he's campaigning, that's, he's going to freak out. So, because of all this, though, he wants to lower the interest rates. He's trying to strong-arm the Fed into doing that. Usually, you lower interest rates when the economy's doing really bad to stimulate the economy. So it's kind of a bad idea to do that when it's going well. And a big thing they've been talking about, though, specifically is if the economy was to go south, we have a recession, if you've already lowered interest rates, you don't have a card to play to help stimulate the economy by lowering the interest rates. They're already low.
Yeah, exactly.
So we're fucked.
Well,
Essentially.
it's assuming if we have a recession.
Yes.
So they had this inverted dealio they were talking about. So I think the inverted thing is, so when you take out a loan, right, you owe interest. And I think the inversion happens when you take out a loan and technically the bank is paying you to take out the loan.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of on a high level. So they would never do that, but that's what the inversion says is supposed to
How much
happen.
money can we afford
Well, there's
to keep
like
on
that.
loaning out?
There's like that one kind of magic number that's like people will pay this, but they
supply
can
and demand
they can
kind of.
afford this, or whatever. So, that doesn't surprise me. Every time a Republican's in office, they cause a fucking recession. Seems like.
Well, I think ever since, I just read something about this the other day. Reagan and well before him, I think, going back to like the 50s maybe, there's been not necessarily a recession, but a downturn.
Deficit.
And yeah, definitely bigger deficit, downturn in the economy. But, some people may not agree with that. Just for some, background on what's been going on with the economy, though. So the Dow and the S&P 500 both fell 3% this past Wednesday, which is quite a bit.
A week ago or yesterday?
Yesterday.
Okay.
So Trump's quote on this, bitching about the Fed and Jerome Powell, the man he put in that position himself, is, but the Fed doesn't like helping me too much, so they're trying to make me look bad. But that's okay. We're going to deal with that. Only half of that quote was real. The Fed doesn't like him too much.
You figure out what half.
Right? And he goes on to bitch about China and was saying something about China would like to make a deal, but I'm not ready. But every other time he talked to him is, well, we're trying to make a deal, so basically China's like, you're a fucking idiot. We're not going to deal with you. We'll see what happens for the elections. So everything happening with China right now, if it's affecting you poorly, which, we live in an agricultural state and the entire surrounding region as well, growing crops and shit. No more soybean getting sold to China, who was our number one buyer. Mm-hmm. They're pissed also because he just signed some shit where they're not going to mix in the corn oil or ethanol,
Yeah, they're done with high fructose.
Yeah, as far as using it for
all
fuels.
Our recycling.
Yeah,
that's done with.
So a lot of the farmers are getting pissed off because they're getting fisted.
So I guarantee this harvest, the bushels are going to be down.
Yep, they're going to start harvesting hemp soon.
Well, that's on the ballot to grow hemp here in Nebraska. We talked about that last week.
But prosecutors really want to know how to pursue it because it has to be above 3% THC.
Yeah, exactly. Even though they can't prove it.
I guess I'll go back to smoking regs.
Well, so something if hemp becomes legal in Nebraska, and unless they update some technology they have for testing weed, this is already playing out, I believe, in Illinois right now. Growing legal hemp, if you get pulled over with weed, they do not have the correct or strong enough utensils and tools to test to make sure it's not hemp versus weed. And so a bunch of cops places are all saying, like, our sheriffs are saying, we're not going to prosecute because we can't prove anything. Yeah,
because you go to court.
That could happen in Nebraska.
Yep. So everyone vote for flower out there.
No, they're going to make it so you have to have proof that you have hemp. If you're carrying hemp, there's proof that you have hemp on you or whatever. But, yeah, there'll be ways around it. But anyway, the economy is fucked.
Well, we'll see.
4 out of 10 economics.
Well, so
say the word.
If you want to see how some of it's slowing down right now, we've been growing at an annual rate of 3.1% recently, and at the beginning of this year, it's now dropping down to 2.1.
What is that average based off of? Last 10 years or something?
Well, as far as the 3.1%, I don't know the context of that, but probably 10 years, I would guess less. Probably the last 5 years or something.
Trump years.
But beginning in the second quarter of this year, it's dropped all the way down to 2.1. We've been holding pretty steady at 3 for a while.
So this last quarter was down compared to everything else?
Yeah, and there's been a lot of indicators that was going to happen anyways.
Dip.
And more indicators saying it's going to get worse.
This little dip is what's saying everyone's freaking out about.
Yeah, but there's been indicators and other people raising hands saying, like, hey, we need to look out for this. And then it's this happened, so this is kind of like affirmation in a sense. I mean, who knows what's going to happen with the fucking economy. Fucking 1 week it's going down, then next week it's going up. But
yeah, fucking thanks, Obama.
It's definitely a little worrisome at the very least.
For sure.
But
what happens when a recession happens? Are you worried about your assets? You guys taking care of?
I'm pretty well set off, but when it drops 3% last Wednesday, that's a little scary. 3% is a lot.
Yeah.
But that's if you have the money, you buy.
Just depends on how much money you got in the market, I guess.
My $5 in my checking account does not look good.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I have at least 3 months of savings just in case shit was to go south. But yeah, hell yeah, if there's a recession, I would definitely be worried. And if you got a job right now, make yourself indispensable.
They basically say a normal American should have at least 3 months in savings to cover 3 months of expenses.
Yeah.
Ooh.
All your known bills, food, if you need
everything.
gas,
a normal three months of living
or mortgage,
that should be in your savings.
Yeah, but
cars, payments,
everything. 3 months of living.
It could happen super fast though, where milk gets to like $8.
Who the fuck buys milk? It's 2019. It's dirty water.
I bought
milk.
Pasteurized water with hormones and preservatives. Who the fuck buys milk?
I drink some milk.
I drink almond milk. Probably about the same.
But anything. What do you drink?
Water.
I'm lactose
what happens when water goes up?
What if you're making macaroni and cheese?
Then have you ever seen Waterworld?
Yeah. How do you make macaroni and cheese without
heavy whipping cream?
What about cereal?
Yeah, I've seen fucking Waterworld. Trust me. Okay?
I didn't say. I didn't ask you. Why are you looking at me? I love Waterworld.
If you want to talk about Waterworld,
dry land is not a myth.
Have you ever
I've seen it.
Have you ever seen Milk World?
No.
Have you ever seen Milk Money?
I think that's a porno.
I have seen Milk Money.
That's a good movie.
Milk Money?
Milk Money.
So I think we should talk about some
take a beer.
good news now.
I'll take a beer. Okay.
Trump and fires and fucking, yeah.
Well, we haven't talked about
What do you want, Journey?
whatever is in there. No Bush Light?
Take it.
Yeah, I'll take a Bush Light.
That's why I brought him.
I think you should crack a fresh one right now.
This is your
good
good news? The good news, right?
Yeah, scientists have had a breakthrough, and they're actually able to grow some specific type of coral that's very important to creating barrier reefs, specifically America's Great
Do you
Barrier
think they
Reef.
used
Excellent.
it? Do you think they did it with CRISPR?
That's the best. I would hope so.
Right?
That's the best news I heard all week.
Wouldn't they?
They did not.
How do you know?
Yeah.
Well, I know the
CRISPR's
story,
DNA,
but-
Yeah, it's DNA of the coral, right? Is what they're messing with, isn't it? Or
Let
let me read the article real quick. Skim it. You say something. Someone.
Well, I got some the bullet points on the whole thing, but basically they are growing some coral that they've never been able to grow in captivity effectively for the first time now, and they have a whole goal of reestablishing these colonies of this particular type of coral in the Great American Reef. You can't just take this over to like Australia and the Great Barrier, which most people know. It's for a different environment, but it's a good step though to potentially even help the Great Barrier Reef.
That's a step in the right direction.
Stony coral tissue loss disease.
Yeah, there's a particular disease that's affecting, I think, a lot of different types of coral, but they're
Yeah,
trying
it's called
to.
plastic.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
They're trying to make them immune
That's
to
what's hurting
this.
the fucking
It's
earth.
basically when coral turns like bone white.
Yeah, exactly.
This disease, it
Well,
kills
that's oil and shit. Plastic.
Well, it's everything in the fucking ocean, Plastic, oil.
I mean, no, this is
plastic's
really good
made
news.
from oil.
This is good news.
This is amazing news.
I would love to go like scuba diving, see coral.
Oh yeah, most definitely.
Does it worry you guys on this
You
type of
coral?
stuff? Where
You scuba dive?
Well, Joe wanted me to swim out to go see the coral, but I was kind of scared because I'm from Nebraska and I didn't want to swim out that far.
Yeah. So what'd you do?
Just kind of looked from the shore
We
where,
did down
where
in
he was
Dominican.
at.
It's a good time.
You did?
It's crazy.
You saw some coral?
Yep. Coral, and, like I don't know what else type of fish it was,
what
but
type of wildlife do you see?
not wildlife, fisheries. Like I don't
Oh.
know. What you caught. We caught, or I
Industrial
didn't catch
fishery-
it. It was
fisheries?
a
Did you spear 'em?
barracuda, but it was the worst $100 I ever spent on deep
harpoon
water
it?
fishing.
Harpoon it?
No,
Oh, you choked it out.
it was yeah, super elbow drop.
Do a little Ric Flair. Woo!
Woo! Woo! All right.
Woo!
Jesus.
That's a
how
real
you do
Ric
it.
Flair.
Come on, boys.
Popped all of our microphones.
Something interesting on the coral stuff is that they used LED technology and a computer-controlled system, and through those they were able to mimic their natural environment. And I think even just because of the technology they were using, they were able to like subtly change simple things and like send signals. Actually, I think like vibrations into the coral to help stimulate growth.
That's cool. It's good.
Hell yeah.
Coral is super healthy.
How do you guys feel about this, though? So, they're genetically engineering or modifying stuff, but, like, to what extent? They developed this bacteria now that will eat plastic and recycle it, basically, effectively making it biodegradable. But, so what if you take that bacteria and everybody's like, oh, you know what, that's a great idea. Saturate the environment with it. What happens then? Like, what if the bacteria just goes insane and kills other shit, Like, at what point
Like
is
fish.
enough for just
Yeah.
genetic modifications?
Wait, hold on. We got a caller.
Really?
Tell your girlfriend.
Hello?
she can wait.
Hey, what's up?
Welcome to Trash
I
Talk.
just parked at your apartment. I saw Derek there. You guys must be podcasting, so.
Yeah, come on. Who are you with?
Oh, I'm with Chelsea. We're going to go eat at Meatball, but I just tell you, I parked there in case
Come
you see
on.
my car and like, what the fuck, is Dan stalking us? Don't
Come on.
worry, I'm not.
Come up.
All right.
Do you have any party favors?
I don't know what you said. My phone's kind of ghetto and, echoey, so.
He's got a
But
flip
I'll
phone.
park there. I'm going to let you go, and I'll chat with you guys later.
Hey, come up.
All right, later.
Come up.
Later.
Why didn't he even bother calling?
I don't know.
Hey, I figured you're doing a podcast. I'm going to call in and just tell you that I'm not creepy. I'm parking here. Bye.
I did park at Journey's once and he was outside. I didn't even call him. And I'm like, hey, Journey, I'm just parking at your place.
No, didn't you like, hey, I'm just going to go up to Moolah. You want to go? I was like, yeah.
Yeah. And I was like, oh, that was kind of awkward.
It's kind of awkward. I didn't expect you to
I didn't think
you
you'd be here at your house.
I'm in your parking spot. I'm in your bedroom right now. I figured you're at work.
Hey, I just woke up in
I'm,
your bed.
I borrowed one of your condoms. Excuse
I'm going
me.
to go to Mula. Don't worry, it was a used condom.
Yeah.
Did you at least wash it out?
It slid on real easy.
Oh, you did wash it out.
So I stretched it out for him, though.
No.
That's what we're talking
was-
about here. Recycling.
Yeah, come on, boys.
It was still like brand new.
Was it fully biodegradable? Like, was it sheepskin?
Yes.
I don't know what kind of.
Did it have the tickler on it?
I think Tierney made this.
Little goat skin tickler?
Saran wrap and rubber band.
Yeah. Duct tape.
A little olive oil.
You guys don't even worry about what I do with my condoms, all right?
If you have to make a homemade condom, use lemon juice on the inside.
can reuse
it's
it.
a natural spermicide.
Yeah.
I was going to say cayenne pepper, but
You know,
you
you,
can reuse it at least 3 times.
you know how you make a homemade condom? Stick in your butt. That's how you make a homemade condom.
It's not bad. Hey, it's how you do it, I guess, huh?
but how do you prevent the poop particles in your pee hole?
That's the best part.
When you come them out.
Making some chocolate milk over there. huh?
Watch out, babe. There's going to be a shit load of cum. Literally, shitty cum. Anyways, forest
Chocolate
fires
cum.
everywhere.
Yeah.
Yeah, hey, billionaires out there, stop donating money to the rapist, the Catholic, and start donating your money to the Amazon, please. Thank you.
I don't think billionaires listen to the podcast.
Well, they will
yeah. We'll become billionaires, and then we'll listen,
soon.
and we'll donate to Amazon.
Then we can go see the coral reefs every day.
Yeah.
Be a part of it.
But I'd rather take care of the Amazon forest first.
Yeah, support some rapist or the Earth's lungs.
First of all, I don't think Notre Dame raped anyone.
But no, but the priest inside of it did.
Maybe. It was
Maybe.
kind of an ugly church, wasn't it? Like, do we need more churches?
Ooh, we're going to get some callers on that.
That's the
Oh,
last
for
thing we
sure.
need in this world. Is church.
Exactly. Like, how about we build a
Ugly.
community center
Serious?
instead of where the...
Some people would argue a church is a community center.
Hmm.
You get free glazed
All
donuts,
churches are
coffee.
ugly inside.
That's
No,
called
All you gotta do is
AA.
listen to some guy talk
On a
about being a
certain
good person.
day, on a certain
That's
day.
my AA meetings on Wednesday.
Yeah, exactly. You don't get free coffee and donuts every church. You're going in. You get free holy
What type
water.
of church did you fucking go to? Oh, you're Catholic.
Poor
Or
ones,
raised.
apparently.
No, Baptist, man.
Country ones.
You got free
Skylar
coffee and
ones.
donuts every
We sing
time.
along, eat some donuts.
Every time.
Yeah, dude, that's the whole thing. Pastor gets up, says some stuff, sings some songs, the live band does the little tat-tat.
Amen.
Cycle through that a few times, yeah. A couple touchdown Hail Mary Jesuses, and then you go eat donuts, drink coffee, and
Every time.
make small chat.
Wait,
and leave.
were there snakes too?
Not in mine.
I'd like to see that.
Everybody asks that when you're Baptist. We're snakes.
Yeah, because that's
Snakes and
the
sparklers.
snake school or the snake's church.
My grandpa
I'm
was a
Baptist.
Baptist. My grandpa was a Baptist. I'd never seen no church
Do
or
you have
snakes.
snakes?
What is a Baptist?
Southern
John the Baptist.
Southern Baptist.
John the Baptist, yep.
Who's
That's
he?
like their Michael Archangel, right? It's
Like
like the founder, like Martin
He
Luther.
wasn't the founder.
John the Baptist.
He
did-
was not the founder of Baptist
What was he then?
from Christianity. Christianity didn't happen until after Christ died.
And who's John the Baptist?
It was his cousin.
But did
who
he really
baptized
die, though?
Jesus.
Just
But
how
that was
quick-
their whole thing. Is baptism
really
is like
die?
you baptize and wash away your sins. I know you do it
I don't
when
know.
you're a
I
Catholic
didn't
as
know.
a baby, but we do it when you're older and you're kind of like you have to demonstrate knowledge of the Bible and an understanding of what it means.
So
to
like
have
your
faith in
your
Christ.
baptism was like our confirmation, probably.
Yeah. Well. Yeah. Probably.
Did you get confirmed, baptized?
No, you get baptized.
Second communion.
I mean, you don't have
First
to be
communion?
older, but typically that's the point: is that you're old enough to understand, comprehend, and regurgitate.
Yeah, like no, but you like make that choice yourself. So just being forced as a baby to
Supposedly,
be baptized.
yeah.
So could I sue my parents for baptizing me because it was against my will?
Yeah, probably.
Damn it, Kim.
Can't get any money from that shit though.
Yeah, I didn't make any
Well,
money when
people
I
are
got
suing their
baptized.
parents for circumcisions.
There you go.
Yeah, I'd be at least 5 inches longer.
Yeah.
They took a lot off. Then.
A lot of,
He doesn't
Yeah.
need a 12-inch dick.
they must have made a mistake there. Do you even have a dick head?
I thought you wanted the buzz.
You just have a shaft. You just have a shaft.
Well,
No head, just straight up.
this is where fire talk
Oh,
goes.
too much. He'll be okay though. He's an ugly baby.
Dan said it's at her place. I'm sorry, I probably.
We're moving the show.
Do you
Yeah.
think if we get Uber Eats, they would stop at her place to pick it up?
No, probably not.
What about DoorDash?
Maybe.
Hey, can you make one more stop on your route?
So, anyways,
About the fires.
yeah, the whole world's on fucking fire right now.
And why are these fires starting, D?
Well,
Lightning storms?
basically,
The
climate
Earth's
change.
just so hot.
Yeah.
The big one right now everybody's
Everything's
talking
dry.
about is Brazil. So the Amazon rainforest is like
Under fire, burning
Oh, yeah.
100-some thousand
they've had an
acres. and
84% increase in fires from last year alone.
Jesus.
Yeah, that's damn near double.
That's more than double. It's 80,
No, double would be
83%.
100% more.
Oh.
Was that 50?
Isn't that 50?
I'm sorry? In the 50?
What?
It was around like 50 to 65% last year. Now it's up to
Oh, I
84.
see. Oh, now I got the
It-
graph. Okay.
Wait, what's
More
the,
than
what,
doubled since 2013, the rate of yearly fires.
Fires are normal, but when it's up to this amount, it's ridiculous.
Well, they also...
And they don't have the resources to control it.
So they do the supposed to be controlled burns all the time for the farmers, for the
Tobacco and
well, they also
cocoa
have the
leaves.
cattle mostly.
Yep.
Brazil's famous for beef cattle, and the president's claiming that the increase in fire is just the seasonal farmer stuff, but it's been going on for too long. It's way too widespread. Probably it started with that. I wouldn't be surprised. And the
it's got out of
conditions of a
control.
dry atmosphere and environment when it's a rainforest.
All it takes is a spark to go.
Yeah,
you
it's
know?
a rainforest, though. It's supposed to be moist,
Yeah.
like fire's starting that easy.
Moist.
That's not right.
yeah, doesn't it rain there like fucking most of the time?
Oh, yeah.
Every day.
Well, yeah, it's a rainforest.
So
I mean,
why-
they have their seasons, but,
It's just
Yeah.
really dry there.
well, if you're getting that bad of fire, it might be getting started because of the supposed controlled burns for the cattle pastures.
Because you got to
That-
renew the feed.
It's got to
and
be way
everything.
too dry to be spreading that fast. It's a very wet environment. Supposed to be.
This is right here saying humans are the underlying cause.
Thanks, humans.
For everything.
So this is the thing. Suppression, and I wanted to talk about it. Suppression of natural fires has allowed dry vegetation to accumulate. So because we put out fires all the time, there's all this dead shit that normally gets burned off. When a fire starts, it goes through the forest and kind of like flashes it, burns the topsoil, little trees, but the big trees survive, you know?
Yeah, these are like raging fires.
Well, that's the thing. Because we've been putting fires out, haven't been letting them burn through and clean out the small stuff.
And this
shit's-
time of year for farming, though it's legal in Brazil, it is illegal for this time due to high fire risk.
Have you ever seen a
So they weren't doing
forest
controlled fire this time of year.
Okay.
Fire? Anybody
Well, that's
ever
what the
seen a forest
president's
fire?
been claiming,
Yeah.
though.
Say that again, Chase.
Anybody ever seen a forest fire?
I was camping in Valentine, and there's a 100,000 acre forest fire.
I went to Oregon a couple years ago when it was real bad up there. Like we were driving.
And you started a
through
fire?
the highway. No, like down the highway, and all the fucking trees are just all burnt up. It was
We were
crazy as
camping
shit.
in the middle of a forest fire, like 2012 when we had that really bad drought in Nebraska. We were camping at the Niobrara, and Thursday night a big storm came through, sparked a fire. They said it was under control. It hopped the Niobrara, and we were like, we didn't get evacuated, but we were the last people. If we were to get evacuated, there was clouds, smoke clouds.
You were next to be
miles.
evacuated?
Yeah, and the lady, here's the old lady that goes, "Oh, if I honk my horn by your campsite, that means you guys got to evacuate."
Oh,
It was like
that's-
113 heat index. We're just camping, sitting in the river because it was so hot. It was ridiculous.
That's-
But yeah, it was
That's what you gotta do.
100,000 acres that was burnt.
Well, the scary part about all this, though, is it's not just Brazil. I think we're all aware of the California and Colorado fires that have been happening. We just told you stories about fires in Nebraska. But there's fires all around the world right now happening. Just to list some of the places, you got them in Africa. We got them in Russia, obviously South America, North America. They've happened in Europe. Last year they had horrible fires in Greece. So it's the entire globe is basically up in smoke right now. I think one of those maps we were looking at earlier showed something like damn near 30% of the Earth's surface, land surface, is like on fire.
Yeah,
And that's up a high percentage.
This is
too.
the-
Yeah,
a
30%.
very. It's usually around 5 to 6.
This is like the active one that's current or whatever. So I don't know. I just don't know how I believe this. It
Jesus.
says the entire forest is on fire.
Well, if it's on Global Fire Watch, it's correct.
But there's also this cool little animated video on the NASA website from the last 20 years.
You should post this on Facebook so people can check it out.
I'll talk to my Facebook manager about that. Chase Grape.
Dude, that's the last person you want on Facebook right now.
But this just looks crazy. Just like watch the Amazon. It just
I
like
can't-
flashes. Every year it's on fire. Though,
I came to click on
essentially.
this Fire Watch, and why did I get a YouPorn video?
You're welcome.
Of some fiery ginger.
Meatspin.com.
Watch me fire up this pussy.
It's one of his own.
Yeah. Chase, I thought your wiener was bigger than that.
Chase, I didn't know you had a Pornhub
Wow,
website
you have herpes, Chase?
account.
Yeah, it's on fire right now.
It's inflamed.
Yeah. It's inflamed big time. No, I don't have herpes. I went on a date with a girl that had herpes once. She didn't tell me.
How did that go?
No, actually,
So you got herpes.
So you
No, no, no,
That's
no.
what you're saying.
I met her in Benson, actually. I told you this story, didn't I?
The MILF? MILF?
No, she was younger than me. but
16?
Okay, she still had a kid?
we talked, and she's like, hey,
She was 16 and had a kid.
let's go on a date already.
Apparently.
Or let's go on a date. So I met her.
Young Epstein over here.
I met her
She's
in
great.
Benson to go get tacos because I thought she was cute. It's like, all right, she's kind of cute.
You asked her to go to Benson to eat her taco?
Her fiery taco.
To get tacos.
Oh, to get tacos, okay.
And we were talking, and she's like, I need to tell you something before we get too far into liking each other. I was like, okay, what's up? Like, I thought she was going to say, like,
I'm a mom. Or
I have a kid with 2 heads, Siamese twin or something like that. Something crazy.
That's what you thought she would say?
Out of all things in the world.
Yeah.
You have a kid with 2 heads? No!
I kind of wish she would have
3
said that.
heads.
She's like,
How old are they?
actually, I have a second head, and she like shows you her
The
shoulder.
first head's 30 seconds older than the second.
No, but we're sitting there and we're talking, and she's like, well, I have herpes, and it's hard to find dates. And I'm like, oh.
Check, please.
She's like, you want to get some nachos? I'm like,
Do you want to talk about
doesn't
it?
that mean we have to share if we get nachos? And like, she
I
got
don't think
nachos.
herpes works that way.
I know, but I was being all weird about it and shit. Sorry for
course.
people that have herpes. I don't mean nothing by it, but
I mean, you can have herpes in the vagina,
But
but
she
not
would-
have herpes in the mouth.
she like after she told me, she's like, we should like have sex. I'm like, no. She's like, we can be really safe about it. I have like creams and stuff. I'm like, nah.
If you don't have it in your mouth, I will just take a blowjob.
Can I fuck you in the butt?
And she's like,
I think it's still
you
getting
gonna
in
call
there.
me? I'm like, yeah, I'll call you. Never called
and you
her.
never did.
No.
Ghoster.
How long ago was this?
Monday.
A couple years ago.
Yesterday. Wow.
Right before he came over.
Well, do you want to take a break?
Yeah, let's take a break. My dick's kind of itching.
Let's go to our next ad.
All right, more topics coming up after this. Welcome back to Trash Talk. I'm Lane.
I'm Chase.
I'm Dakota.
I forgot my name for a second. Dakota. Oh, we got a new guest, Taylor.
Shit,
left.
Dakota's here.
Dakota Michaels.
All right, so we're back. We had some good news topics earlier. We still have some weird news topics now, it seems like.
Yeah, we talked about some kind of sad stuff.
Yeah.
Let's listen to about stories about idiots.
Who wants to read The Hot Pursuit?
T?
All right. Hot Pursuit.
Looks like a lot to read.
2 men in Antwerp, Belgium, felt the heat on Wednesday, July 24th, when they accidentally got locked in a shipping container full of cocaine in a huge port. That day, temperatures reached a record high of 104 degrees, stifling the 24 and 25-year-olds who had entered the container to remove the drugs, quote-unquote, according to prosecutors. As the mercury rose, they desperately called a police emergency number, and when the police finally found them 2 hours later, so who knows how long they've been there all together, but 2 hours after they called, the police had finally arrived. Port workers were videoed pouring water over the pair as they tried to lower their body temperatures.
If I were them, you would think you'd just do
Crime doesn't
massive
pay.
amounts of cocaine and just bust through that
Dude,
door.
that raises your
Yeah.
body temperature.
Yeah,
Did,
but
did they
Do you
not
think they
do
thought
it?
about it and did it, though?
probably.
They had to have.
I would.
Well,
What
they know
wouldn't
they're going to
you?
get fucked up. You know, they're going to probably go to jail.
Well, we're gonna die, so let's just do it all.
And this is in Belgium.
Yeah. You know, I actually
A
read this story
shipping
somewhere else
container
in
full of
Florida
cocaine.
context, and it was like millions and millions and millions and millions and millions and millions dollars worth of street drugs, cocaine specifically.
Why was this in there again?
Well, this was the international transportation
police.
system. These guys were like, you know, unloading at shipping docks for street distribution,
Oh,
and
shit.
they got somehow locked inside of the container that held it all.
Well, was it Philly or in Boston? A whole bunch of coke
Philly.
got seized, and it
It was like 150 or more
but like
million.
the boat, that shipping company was owned by J.P. Morgan.
No
Of course it
shit.
was.
Wait, what is it?
They won't get in any trouble.
$100 million of cocaine.
It's like
got
150
busted.
million plus.
Got busted out of
Got
port.
seized.
Yeah, got
recently.
seized.
Yeah, it was like a near record.
And then the shipping
For
company
America.
and that boat, that vessel, was owned by J.P. Morgan.
I mean, yeah.
I mean,
what
it
did it
is
surprise you?
Crime pays.
Of course it does. It was all to their executives. That was their like Christmas party or something.
It's probably what afforded their Christmas bonuses.
I'll take $150 million of the cocaine
Well, they act like they don't know.
for a Christmas bonus.
Cocaine? What? Well,
Ain't a hell of a drug.
Yeah,
We
that
don't.
it is.
We we don't do drugs at JP Morgan.
All right. What's the next story? News of the weird.
I didn't read this one, so go for it.
The unkindest cut of all. Alex Bonilla,
Sounds like a
49,
circumcision.
took revenge to an extreme on the man he told police he had caught cheating with his wife in May. On Sunday, July 14th, Gilchrist County, Florida Sheriff's deputies said Bonilla entered a house in the town of Bell, firing a gunshot and forcing a man inside into the bedroom, where he then tied the man up and using scissors cut off his other member, his penis,
Ouch.
his dick, his phallus, which he then ran away with.
Did you see him running down the street?
You gotta hide that evidence, man. You probably tied it up to like some bricks and threw them in the ocean.
He was probably swinging it in the air saying, "You can't fuck my wife now."
Probably.
Jesus.
Later that day, deputies arrested Bonilla at his place of employment. His bond was set at $1.25 million. The family of the victim declined to comment, but said through the sheriff's office the victim was doing well medically.
This is in Florida?
It's always in Florida.
Yeah,
Jesus
of course
fucking
it is.
Christ. But if a guy was saying, I'm going to tie you up or I'm going to shoot you, what the fuck are you going to do? You're going to...
Take my penis, sir.
Yeah.
Let me live, but take my penis.
All,
Fuck
the-
that, kill
all
me.
this penis talk, Tony needs to get a popsicle.
Do you think he's really
why
doing well
are you using two
medically?
hands for that popsicle?
First of all,
Do you
it's
think
a
they're reattached?
vodka martini popsicle
What? Where'd you get that?
Thanks for sharing,
from the
asshole.
freezer.
Yeah, they just magically appear in your freezer?
It's been in there for a little while.
It's his girlfriend's.
Oh, she's gonna be pissed at you.
That's true. It
Yeah.
probably is your girlfriend's. Is it your girlfriend's?
She left it here for sure.
Oh, she's gonna yell
for
at you
me,
again.
for me,
Right?
it was. You want to try it?
No. Well, kind of.
It's
Ew.
strong, man.
Can I cut open the other side? I don't want to get.
They should make a
herpes.
Jack and Water popsicle.
Let me try it. AMSR.
How much vodka is in there? Is it a double
A
shot?
lot. It's strong, right?
Ooh, this
Try
sweet
it.
as fuck.
Try it.
We're all doing this?
Oh, he just
He just like put that whole thing in his mouth. No, no.
That's how
Do
I
it
do
by
it.
the microphone, ASMR style. Slow it down.
but put it
Don't
put it all the way in your mouth again.
He shoved.
He gagged himself.
He shoved the
I
whole
don't have a gag.
plastic down his
Gagged
throat.
himself.
That's how you eat popsicles. His mom must have shown him how to eat popsicles back in the day.
Oh, that is gross.
You go like this.
Son, you're eating that bomb pop. Too bad.
There is no vodka in there.
Why are your eyes in the back of your skull?
It's all vodka. I'd like that back now, please.
What? I haven't tried it yet.
Oh, that's so sweet.
I know.
Yeah, it's a lot.
It's kind of gross.
Yeah, there's literally no alcohol in that.
No, it's all alcohol.
It does not. No.
How does the plastic taste, so TP? Since you shoved it down your throat, shoved
It's
it down
delicious.
shoved it down your gullet.
Has Derek spilling all over.
Are you fucking spilling? Oh my god!
He's a spitter.
Drinking White Claws and sucking on that fucking
Claws no
martini
laws,
pop.
baby.
Ooh, that was a good crunch. Thank you. What do you guys think?
We're gonna get more of an audience
You're
now.
all welcome.
You gotta listen to Popsicle.
We got Chase's herpes now. Thanks.
Pass.
Listen to the popsicle part, and then you can turn it off.
Yeah.
Oh, bite that popsicle. Oh, it's already melted though. Honestly.
Yeah. I'm lucky I had a crunch. on
Fucking TP breathed all over this hot air. It's kind of sweet.
So smooth.
Not enough Voss.
See if
for
you
my
got to
liking,
put your
sirs.
eyeballs in the back of your skull.
It's not that
Can you
crunchy.
hear it? Can you hear it? Papa, can you hear me?
Anyways,
Are you gonna read Cold Dog?
I ain't reading shit. It's too much.
Just
You're the sober one.
tell us you can't
ain't
read.
sober.
It's okay.
Oh, I can read. I just don't want to read that much.
That's why we got a producer.
Ooh, ice cream sandwich with a cookie bun.
All right.
I'll take 2 of those.
News of the weird. Cold Dog. In a product expansion move that inspired one to shout, "Stay in your lane!"
Lane.
Oscar
I'm
Mayer
fine.
announced on Thursday, August 1st, that is entering the dessert category with the Ice Dog Sandwich, an ice cream sandwich with cookie buns, quote unquote, surrounding bits of candied hot dog meat and spicy mustard ice cream. How does that make you feel?
Take away the mustard and give me some sriracha, then I'll call it a deal.
You want to keep the hot dog buns in there? Or the hot dog bits?
Yeah, that's fine. You ever had candy meat?
I don't know if you can call them hot dog meat.
No, yeah.
Taylor has.
Candy meat.
You get high or super drunk and you're telling me that you wouldn't eat that?
No.
You go to a state fair with all these gluttons around and...
No,
No.
I'll eat it.
I don't
Yeah.
go to state fairs
I
for that
don't.
very
I don't like
reason.
hot dogs though, so I don't eat hot dogs.
I'd eat a
that often.
candied like jalapeno.
Or a butthole.
So if I were to bring over...
Candied butthole.
Candy
Who doesn't eat
buttholes, for
buttholes?
Sure. They do have little chocolate candies that look like anuses. They like molded an anus and they made candies out of it.
I know I gave you to do that for Valentine's Day. Come on.
I'd eat that whole pack.
I know you would.
Ooh, what's in the middle of
Candy
this one?
butthole pack tat.
Does it have nuts in it?
Grape nuts.
There's pieces of corn in it.
I think they like they're
Ooh,
specialized.
this is the corn
anuses.
butthole.
But I could be wrong.
Alright, so maybe the most disturbing part of this story is
Have you
UPI
gotten to it?
reported that the company partnered with a New York ice cream company to create the confectionery treat. Not to be outflanked, French's, the mustard, has announced that it is coming out with its own mustard-flavored dessert together with Cool House, an ice cream maker.
That's
Pass.
I would not want to
Cool-Oss?
eat mustard ice cream.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, let's bastard out his ice cream, guys.
Mustard sucks.
Why we fuck up the environment?
Like ketchup
I mean,
mustard.
are we talking like the yellow mustard or Dijon mustard?
Dijon's one thing.
don't matter.
Jalapeno mustard is another thing.
Yeah,
but
for
regular
sure.
mustard,
Garlic.
can go
I've had
fucking
jalapeno
sick.
ice cream, and that was
Yeah, I've had
fun to
yeah.
have.
It's not bad. It's like a
Jalapeno-
jalapeno beer. It's good for one.
Well, jalapeno
Yeah.
and strawberries go well together
pint.
too.
Sure, yep.
And margaritas.
I'd try it, but I'm not gonna.
I'd rather have a
Order
Bloody
it.
Mary ice cream.
no.
Would it have alcohol in it?
Yes. Well,
I
I
would
think
do
you,
it.
I think you add your own, like a float.
Oh, that's what I was just thinking
Supposedly
right
there's like
before
an
you
adult
verbalized
ice
it.
cream shop going down in Benson here soon.
Oh, I've been there.
Really?
Oh, Benson.
Benson or
No.
Blackstone.
What are
one
you
of the
talking
two.
about?
There's the- I've been in the one in Blackstone.
That's not adult.
What's that one called? you know?
Coneflower.
Ted and
Coneflower.
Ted and
Coneflower.
Water.
Coneflower's
Yeah.
like the hipster ice cream. It's like Block
I did
16.
enjoy
for
it.
It's like
They had a lot
let's
of fun
wait in
flavors.
line
No.
for 3 hours.
Cold
I
Stone and
did-
Block
only had to wait
16,
for about
though they
15
are
minutes.
great, they are together. One's food, one's ice cream.
To
Dessert.
me, ice cream is like not that important of a thing. Like I'm
Shut
not
your
gonna wait.
fucking
I'm not
dirty
gonna wait
mouth.
in line for 3
Nope.
hours for ice cream.
Not me.
I'll do it once for the experience, and that's it.
Yeah,
I love ice cream, and I will wait in any line for ice cream.
I'd let someone else
Yes,
order
but if you had to
and then
pick
I'll try
between
theirs.
standing, finding a parking spot,
stood
or
in
going through a
line at
drive-thru.
the Coneflower on a Sunday night.
and it was good.
It was great.
Yeah,
and
but would you do it repeatedly?
it
think
was
it's
15-minute wait.
I think it's great because you stood in line so long, and you're like,
Yeah.
this is gonna be worth it.
Yeah,
We're
but
waiting.
there's-
It's gonna be worth it.
I could have had 5 beers when I was standing in line
Yeah, you could have.
You could have, but
instead of standing in
5
line for.
beers in 15 minutes. That's
That's
a beer
why-
every 3 minutes.
that's pretty low for.
Yeah, but
kids.
this line's packed.
You gotta
You might
find
have a problem.
Like
You
got-
on Saturday, we went to Block 16. It was about it was Saturday. We got there about like noon, and it was about a 30-minute wait standing outside. It was good though.
Yeah. Well, that happens. But you gotta find a girl that you can go to a Coneflower with or
Oh,
an ice
yeah.
cream shop with that will stand in line for you while you go to the bar and drink 5 beers.
Or
And then she calls you when she's at the front.
Or
and
you
like,
guys
come
just
meet
go
her there.
drink 5 beers and do a couple tequila shots,
Give me some
and then
tequila.
go wait in line.
And then just like eat ice cream off
Or-
of tits or something.
make sure she's hot, and you can just look at her ass the whole time, and just kind of. This ice cream's
In
gonna
the
be
stand- in
really
the line?
good. Yeah.
Would
Maybe.
that technically be called chocolate ice cream?
What if you brought like a little tent with you while you're standing in line?
A little buckshot.
Put up the tent and bang one out right away.
Yeah, like a little shower tent. You know what I mean?
Excuse us.
A pop-up shower that you can just like, oh, sorry, we're gonna get a little privacy real
Sorry,
quick.
we're gonna talk quick.
And all of a sudden the
We're going to do a
the
quick
shit
episode
tent is just
of
shaking.
Trash Talk Omaha.
What's
Hey,
that?
man,
Say
5
that again?
buckshots later.
what else can we trash talk?
Our fucking South 680. All that construction going
The
on.
construction?
I
Oh,
don't
yeah.
have to drive that
Any-
often.
any
What's going
I
on?
have to
construction.
take it every fucking day now just because I moved
Dodge
out to
is under
Pillar.
They're
construction.
closing Dodge down, basically.
It's one lane going the one way.
I
right
hardly
now.
drive Dodge
Sometime
at
in this
all.
winter, going
so
from like
many
90th
people
or
do.
something like that all the way down to 10th Street. Dodge is supposed
yesterday,
to be
get
closed
this.
for months.
Yesterday I left at 7 o'clock. There was an accident
Closed.
somewhere
For
from
months.
Maple exit.
80, it was
to-
on 84th and the interstate.
So
for the accident
on the
was.
Maple exit, from Maple to exit 446, going off to Lincoln or downtown, it took me 35 minutes.
That doesn't surprise me. Yeah, there's so much traffic.
Because there was 2 fucking fender benders. It took me 35 minutes. To go
No,
from
there
Maple
was a
to
pretty
Lincoln.
serious. The day it was
Lincoln exit.
raining. The day it was raining.
No, this was Tuesday.
Wasn't that the day it was raining?
No, Tuesday was like
Tuesday
110.
Well,
Okay.
yesterday it took me 45 minutes to get from
Yesterday
pretty
when it
much
was raining,
Elkhorn.
there was a big accident on 84th and the interstate, and it had to have been down to one
Oh
lane.
wait, yeah. Yesterday
Okay.
it was.
And yeah, I could just see the traffic that was backed up from it, and it was like, oh my god.
But when's the deadline
What deadline?
for the 680 or Cell 680 to be
Who the
done?
fuck knows? They'll work on it. Not
Because you're
next.
merging,
they'll work on it
4
2
lanes into
years.
2 in that merger, and then the exit off of Dodge fucks everything up.
Probably tomorrow. They're gonna start.
No, they'll close something else
bottlenecking.
down as soon as they open that up.
Just
so
think
it's
if we
not
had
gonna.
They're
more
doing
sense.
everything right now.
Just
Yeah.
think if we had more state
132nd
income,
and
how
Center's
much
still
more
closed
money we
down.
could be bringing in and paying better crews and doing it at night like they should be instead
Yeah,
of at
I don't know why they're not
6:30 in the
doing it
morning.
at night. It's like we honestly only have a half a year window to probably be doing construction. You know, there's so many rain days now, or whatever there was in the spring.
Shit, you remember
They should be working
2 or
multiple
3 years
crews.
ago when they redid all of I-80 and they laid the asphalt down during rain and they're never properly cured? People were getting like their windshields blown
Yep.
out by huge chunks of tar. I put a claim in with the city on mine because I was like driving. Nobody's anywhere near me. There's like a vehicle like 50 yards out in front, and all I hear is all over my windshield. Got home and looked, and it was like micro fractures everywhere.
Omaha's traffic definitely has
Okay,
gotten worse.
so every single claim that people in Omaha have put in to the city
They did like
has
40.
been rejected.
No, this was the first year
Mine
that
was
they've done
rejected.
it in a long time. They've accepted like 140 to like 140.
Oh, this past winter with all the
yeah, with
poor
all the
What?
potholes.
I don't know.
This
I
is-
thought
no,
it was
they
like
did.
something in the last 5 years.
Look it up right now. I guarantee it. It was anywhere from 1 to fucking 200
They were
claims.
especially bad this year. I've noticed
They
though,
weren't
for-
potholes. They were literally
Oh,
foot
they were
fucking craters.
Oh yeah, dude, craters for sure.
What is
Just type
that?
in
What do you
Omaha.
file? What do you file?
Pothole claims Omaha.
Potholes.
It was
potholes.
bad. I know a lot
You're
of
a
people that
pothole.
fucking had to replace a lot of tires or bent rims.
I mean,
Yeah, they authorize payment. Like, how
even
many
if
does it
you
cost?
didn't get one of these, like your car is fucked up because of the potholes. You know, the
Oh,
wear,
yeah.
the wear
Well,
and tear.
I take Uber drivers every week. Every Uber driver says, "Yeah, I make a lot of money. This is a good job, but I pay also a lot of money in relining, tires, everything else." With the city going on, how bad it was this winter.
I've noticed that a lot of the streets have been
Dude, I
repaving.
didn't
They've been
think
using the
about
blacktop on,
Wait, go
which
down.
is nice because it actually flexes when you have the
Go-
extremes
go
of
up,
hot and
stop right
cold.
there.
So hopefully
During
they last
January
longer.
to March, they received 59 claims, up to $30,000 basically, in a matter of 3 months.
Are people getting this money?
That's a lot of flat
And that's
tires.
just
Look at
the
this,
people
though.
calling it in.
Yeah.
They're only giving
Making a claim.
$500 per
Yeah.
average.
Yeah, well, that's like.
But that's a lot.
That'll buy you some new tires.
$500 is a cheap pair of
Used
tires.
tires.
Yeah,
Yeah.
cheap pair. Or just say you had a flat tire and a realignment, something. But yeah.
Realignment's probably at least $500.
Depends on what you're driving too.
They might throw it in for free if you get some other
if you're out
services.
west, like especially West Maple, although that center was super, or Maple.
I don't drive on Maple that
Maple was
often.
bad.
I can see it.
Everybody with
Bottlenecking.
the Audis and BMWs and everything else.
Well, I
they
think it
just-
was last year. Underwood was like a fucking war zone.
Oh, no.
Well, yeah, that was most of the Midtown area and the surrounding places.
It still is. Saddle Creek's always bad, you know.
Have you
There
heard?
was more than 37 crews replacing asphalt at one time.
Asphalt.
You're an asphalt.
11 crews by 3 private companies was contracted.
And I'm sure they were hiring a bunch of assholes too to cover the
with
work.
felons and
People that
everything
don't
else.
know. Well, not that I care about that, but people that probably don't even know about how to fill a
No, yeah,
puddle
they're getting
properly.
paid $13 an hour.
That shit's gonna be just as
and
bad
they're
next
fucking
year.
Take a
if we
shovel
get
of
a
hot
lot of
asphalt
snow.
and throw it on the hole.
It'll make it worse.
Yeah, asphalt doesn't solve anything.
Be prepared to get fisted with asphalt, America. Specifically Omaha.
You guys know what bottlenecking is?
Explain it.
Hey, give me a bush. Give me
Well, a girl I know
Kugels.
said, "Don't go down Maple because you'll be bottlenecking a lot." I'm like, "What? What does that mean?"
When it goes from 2 to 1.
Yes, it means from going from 2 lanes to 1 lane.
Mm-hmm.
It's called bottlenecking, and I was like, "That's pretty cool."
You gotta
I thought it was picking up a 6-pack and driving home, but I was wrong.
I mean, I think you need that though. to
Not all
merge
6-packs
all
are
the time.
bottlenecks.
Well, that's true, but I mean, especially if you're drinking White Claw.
Hey,
So
can I
it's no
have,
laws,
can I have
baby.
one of those White Claws?
You almost said line and White Claw.
Can
Can I get one of them line claws?
No, I just
I
don't.
want to hear this just too easy story.
Which
Before we
one?
move on.
Which
All right,
one?
all right.
Last story.
News of the weird. Just too easy. Police in Sydney, Australia had a drug bust land in their laps on Monday, July 22nd, when an unnamed man slammed a van loaded with 600 pounds of methamphetamines into a patrol car parked outside of a suburban police station.
Damn.
Yeah. So, the police car was empty at the time of the collision, but the van sped away from the scene, of course, and the police did catch up with them. 28-year-old driver, an hour later. So, he got away for a little while, and they charged him with drug supply and negligent driving because he hit a vehicle. The drugs had an estimated street value of about $140 million.
600 pounds of
Of meth. Yeah.
is 3,750 ounces. Put that in perspective. Now do the math on that. Think about how many eighths or grams. And you do that at street value. That's a van.
That's
full
$140 million
of,
right there.
A van full of meth. Jesus Christ.
That's a lot of meth. That's
I
a lot
would-
of teeth missing too.
Wow, man. But I was pissed about
So,
it.
do you think that the
North
reason
Platte's
why
mad
America
about
allows such easy meth access into the States is because the dentist union?
That's what I was gonna say. The dentists are making killings, but still, they probably don't have fucking dental insurance. The ones that are doing the meth.
Yeah,
so-
but the ones selling it got a lot of money. Oh, I'm sorry, ran out of teeth. Here, you won't smoke anymore unless you have new teeth. I'll pay for that.
But
Yeah.
sometimes they
Next bag of meth for free on me.
sometimes you smoke
If
a
you
lot
beat
of
me at rock,
meth,
paper, scissors.
and then you have to go to the dentist when you return your life around. So then they get your money at the end.
It's called
you know?
dentures.
Yeah, I got a
Yeah,
job
but
at
then
McDonald's,
you gotta pay for
and I have enough money for a cheap pair of dentures. Can you help me out, sir?
So give us
I
your
make
money.
$11.50 an hour. I support my 4 kids.
And my 4 teeth. I'm sorry. That we're horribly marginalizing.
Meth tea?
Meth addicts or
Meth
Iowa
tea.
people? All of the above?
Sure.
Why are you always worried about what I'm doing?
I'm not.
All right. So,
What are you doing?
news of the weird.
Did we just do
Too
Too Easy?
Easy Part 2. Michael Harrell, 54, strolled into a U.S. bank in Cleveland, Ohio on Monday, July 29th, with a note demanding cash from the teller. "This is a robbery. Don't get anybody hurt," read the note. Unfortunately for the robber, he wrote the note on the back of a document he had received from the Ohio Bureau of Motor Vehicles, which included his full name, address, and more personal information to identify him.
God.
The teller gave Harrell $206 and then promptly summoned the police when he left, and he was later arrested.
Damn.
That's some fucking chase shit right there.
$206?
Yeah, right? Goes into a bank. "Here's $206. You wouldn't mind sticking around and counting it out?"
All right, that's perfect. I'll give you all my information, too.
Why?
She probably just emptied a
was this?
drawer.
Oh, this
and
was
gave it to him.
Ohio, huh?
Yeah. They're not. They don't make them too bright in Ohio.
Go Big Red.
Apparently.
Yeah. Go Big Red.
Nebraska, not Ohio.
Go Big Red.
Go
Go Big Red.
Go Big Red.
Go Big Red.
Let me ask you guys, which of these vapes do you prefer? You guys have been puffing on them all
As a
night.
non-cigarette smoker for my 31 years of living, I do like the flavored one.
You like flavor, do you?
That one I've had a lot.
Tobacco flavor.
That's probably I don't like it.
I
I,
heard
do
pe-
like a good cigar and all, but
I heard people are going to the hospital for vaping. I've heard it on the
I just like the
radio.
little rush of
Like,
the nicotine.
With
Heart
the coils.
attacks or
You have
something?
a coil, don't you? Heart attack?
Yeah, but those people that made the news for that shit were teenagers that were basically smoking nonstop all day
A
long.
Juul?
Whatever, it doesn't matter.
This is why I always make fun of
Just
people.
blowing big stacks, brah.
This is why I always make people with like vape pens for like nicotine and whatnot. You hit that vape pen all day long, every day. How many hits of a cigarette do you hit every single day? Are you equivalenting to 2 packs now instead of 1?
No.
Because you're hitting it inside, outside, before bed, taking a shit, go to work. You're just puffing and puffing and puffing. It's never ending.
Yeah, so it's your own fault, pretty much.
And how many milligrams is the nicotine in there? Are you smoking more nicotine now?
Someone told me, I don't know if this is true or not, but a pull on a vape nicotine is equivalent to half a cigarette. But there was no context if that was true at all.
Or there's not enough
what
science
brand,
behind
what
it.
type, what, all that
Yeah,
stuff.
if it's homemade,
If
does
it's
it
just
come
the average.
the distributor, is it a good,
I don't know. I don't trust a lot of this information that's coming out about them right now, personally. Some of the stuff I was
too
reading was
early.
like, oh, it's bad for your blood vessels. I'm like, so is fucking cigarettes.
Same with eating fast food.
Yeah.
Everything's bad for you.
Yeah. So the people
Saturated
they have in
fat.
this study, they keep quoting like, "Oh, these high schoolers died." Yeah, bullshit. These kids were fucking
Yeah.
pulling on their fucking vapes nonstop, probably YouTubing their shit live or whatever bullshit they use. Now I sound old. Damn it!
No, it's true though.
Broke my fucking
Stupid vapors. Quit smoking
All
vape
these
so much.
kids and their goddamn vape
Everybody and their
pens.
mom are making vape pens and the batteries for it. We heard what? Android, their batteries are blowing up, and they're a worldwide company. Imagine a little mom and pop vape shop with China-made vapes. Obviously, those batteries are going to blow up if you hit it all day and it overheats.
Yeah, right.
It's-
Hitting it all day and probably charging it nonstop
Yeah,
because you're hitting it so much.
Yep. And if you change your heating volumes, to like 2 volts, 3 volts, 4 volts.
Yeah. Yeah, I've known some people that hit that shit like that, and,
Yeah.
and it's just nonstop, thick ass fucking hits where you can't even see their face when they exhale.
3 or 4 years ago, we were at Red Rocks watching My Morning Jacket. There was a guy in front of us. He literally had a beer can sized vape pen with a giant spout. It was just a giant battery. He was like Thomas the Train, just hitting it, blowing smoke nonstop. Like, dude, stop! I want to watch the show. It was
Dude, you're
ridiculous.
killing yourself.
Like,
Please.
everyone behind us was like, dude, you have to stop. It was just nonstop. This
I can't. I can't.
I can't stop myself.
I can't breathe regular air. I need vape air.
Need vape air?
Vape air. Vape air. Vapor. Viper.
Did we do Just Too Easy 2 or do we do all three yet?
We never read the third. Scroll up. Is there even a first?
Yeah, we read the first.
Yeah,
No, we read the second.
No, we did the first because the one was about the meth.
Oh, all right. Let's read 3. News of the Weird. Just Too Easy, Part 3. So, do you guys remember what areas these 2 previous stories started at? One was in Belgium,
and the
Florida.
other one was Australia. Oh yeah, no, the first
Florida.
one was Florida, and then
Was that
Florida
Just Too Easy
and
or a
Belgium.
different story?
All right, this one is also in Europe. A man in Spain who was a serial mocker of recycling efforts was fined 45,000 euros, which is roughly equivalent to $50,000 US. And he ordered to retrieve a refrigerator he tossed on a hillside in July. So, this guy that makes fun of recycling efforts taped himself throwing refrigerators down this hillside, and got busted because he posted all over the internet. So, Spain's Guardia Civil identified the man from a Twitter video. I think it must be the police force. And he proudly posted of his refrigerator dumping, which included video coverage of the truck he used, registered to a house clearing company, and its license plate clearly visible from behind. They were able to spot. He was fired from his job, fined, and police officers later posted a video of the man struggling to bring the refrigerator back up the large hill and he threw it down.
What the fuck?
It was a mini fridge, I bet, too.
kegerator.
I doubt it.
I hope it was a full-size fridge.
I'm sure it was.
I mean, who makes fun of recycling efforts, honestly?
Double door fridge.
Oh, you're trying to help things on your own volition and you're not forced to?
Fucking liberal.
You're an asshole.
Fuck, baby.
I'm sure he somehow thinks that, there's immigrants involved and they're taking his recycling job or something.
You think he stopped halfway and opened it and cracked a beer? Hold on, guys.
Be a lot cooler if he did.
Let me take a drink here.
I don't know if we wanted to read these ones too.
All right. News of the weird. Seeing double. On Thursday, August 1st, identical twin brothers, Andy and Chad Baker of Nashville, Tennessee, were on their way to the annual Twins Day Festival in Twinsburg, Ohio. Another Ohio story. In their identical blue Tesla Model 3S's. That's what they were driving to, so they have matching cars.
Wow, why did they
Ohio
drive together?
Yeah, an Ohio State trooper pulled them over for having identical license plates. They ended up having to explain to the officer that, no, they're not the same license plates, which were reading as SUBJTO. One license plate was a true O letter. The other one, the O was a 0. Quoted from the brothers, "Nobody likes getting pulled over by police. We were both nervous, but it's a great story, and we will tell it all weekend."
Those brothers are probably the douchiest brothers I've
Yeah,
ever heard of.
they
in my
sound-
They
life.
sound like a douchey brother.
Why
Like,
would
it's
you
a great
even
story.
do
I'm going to
that?
tell it at the bar this week and get fucked up.
Why would you even get license plates like that? What is that?
They're
even
not going to
stand
the
for?
bar.
Sub
You know what's even
two?
weirder about that, though, is the fact that the cop saw that they had basically the same license plate.
How'd
But they
they
were
pull 'em
obviously
both of them?
driving together, and they both like probably splitting lanes. Like, I got this lane, you got that lane. We drive together. Nobody gets in front of us. We drive parallel.
They planned this.
How
all on
else do you
purpose.
see a license plates like that? That clearly.
No.
is a
Well,
cop.
state troopers have the technology that cameras just scan license plates.
Yeah, I bet they had they were talking to each other on the phone, and they're like, "Hey, I just got pulled over by the cops. Now you go speed by him really fast."
No, they're probably
You know,
talking to each other on the phone like, "Hey, I'm going to take a 45-degree
planned it.
turn. Can you please match
You
me?"
have to plan something like that.
Because why else would you? Since when have twin brothers took separate cars?
They just sound dumb as fuck.
They're from Tennessee.
They're probably
What do
gonna
you
go like,
expect?
they're probably like,
Ohio.
are we gonna get pussy?
No, this one's from Tennessee.
We're gonna get pussy if we tell this story.
Twinsburg, Ohio.
It says they're.
Oh, they're from. Yeah, okay. They're going to. Ohio.
Yeah. All right.
Going to Ohio.
Last news, day of the weird.
News of the weird.
Days of the
Scroll up
weird.
a little bit.
You got it.
Days of the
Right
weird.
here.
I'm in days.
This one.
Oh, heat of the moment.
Yeah.
In the heat of the moment. All right. It's been a hot summer in Europe. Among those suffering was an unnamed 66-year-old military veteran in a small southeastern French town of Les Aires-sur-Agen. Perfect. Who knows if that's right? Who had been complaining for several weeks to his landlady, Maurice Malin, 71, about the lack of air conditioning in the villa. So, backstory, a lot of European places do not have air conditioning as we use it here in the U.S. because it's usually maritime weather there. So, not uncommon to have this happen. So, he bitches about the air conditioning or lack thereof. That may have been why, the local reported, he shot the sweet, kind, and caring lady, quote-unquote, 3 times, killing her.
Jesus.
Yeah. Mullen had agreed to install air conditioning, that's the owner, but told the tenant it couldn't be done until October. So apparently he flipped shit because it wasn't soon enough. But, you know,
yeah.
half of Europe's on fire right now.
Exactly.
So I can
People are
understand his
fucking
anger,
dying.
but killing an old lady? I don't know, man. She's apparently very sweet, kind, and caring.
Did she live there too?
Well, she's not that caring.
Hell no,
couldn't
dude.
get
She
him
probably lived in a penthouse suite.
So
Exactly.
who shot who? I wasn't listening.
The dude.
The dude shot the old lady that was complaining?
Yeah.
She should have been
No,
so
I
old.
thought she was complaining.
He shot her 3 times.
The landlord shot the tenant.
I thought
No. The tenant shot the landlord because she wasn't providing
she was
AC
the old
for him.
lady. She was the.
Well, fuck,
she was
if
the
I was
landlord.
fucking old and
Yeah, but
miserable and hot.
if you're a tenant, no, the tenant was the young dude. He shot the old lady because she wasn't.
Oh yeah, I
doing
would
her
shoot my
shit.
old landlord too if I had one.
Exactly.
Is that what you're
Either
gonna
way,
do?
the hot person is in right.
You don't have a gun?
The hot person is in the right. Isn't that always the kind of the case? Who's hotter? Okay.
This 70-year-old
I am
lady's
literally
hotter.
hotter. My apartment is at
Temperature
88
or-
degrees.
I'm just talking about what they look like.
Well, he was probably pissed because he was going to her place to give her rent, and then it was like nice and cool in her place. And I'll fix it
exactly.
next October.
Yeah, we'll get it to.
You're dead, bitch.
October.
That's premeditated, though. He already had the gun on him.
That's first degree.
Especially in Europe, dude, they have very strict gun laws.
Very.
But that's the thing too. It's like
And still, people still get shot. Maybe we should ban them.
they haven't had to have air conditioning
Not
for a
nearly
while.
as
have
often
they?
as the States.
Have they had to have air conditioning in a while? I thought like some places in Europe have never had air conditioning.
How's your
but
air
now
conditioning?
They need it.
Probably older
air
housing
conditioning.
does. But with the Earth's temperatures rising, though, you know, maybe it worked 100 years ago.
Yeah.
But in the
but
last
not
30
now.
years or less, you got to have AC.
Yeah.
To
Well, the new
live.
efficiency report came out by like HP or something. And they said to be efficient, you got to keep your AC at 78 degrees.
That's almost too hot for my Husky, dude. My Husky,
78 degrees. I keep mine like at 68,
I keep mine
Yeah.
at
and that's through
72
the
in
winter
summer.
if I even run it.
That's
74 when I'm out with
that's
me.
if
That's
you're-
so, yeah,
air
74, 70,
conditioner-
I'll raise it up, but oh my god.
But that's if it's running optimally, you know.
yeah, to be the most efficient for
A
green
brand
gas
new,
and
a
everything
brand new
else.
air conditioner and everything. Yeah,
Everything
fuck
has to be
that,
at 68
though.
degrees or
If mi-
78 degrees.
If mine were at 78 degrees, it would be 90 degrees.
That's
in
like a
here.
heater, 78 degrees.
That's hot.
Yeah.
That's
like
my
having your
grandma's
heat
stats.
on.
You go over to your grandma's house.
That's
you're just
almost the
roasting.
boy band from the 90s.
78 degrees.
98 degrees.
No, I mean the new boy band. 78
yeah.
degrees.
2019.
They're kind of cool, but they're kind of not.
2000, not the 90s.
Before we get into something sad,
Go on.
do you guys watch the fights this weekend at all?
Mm-mm.
You guys into UFC at all?
No. I am.
I
yes.
saw Conor McGregor punch that old man in the face.
Yeah,
at a
that's
pub
fucked. I'm
because he went to
as a
try his
big fan of
whiskey.
Connor. He needs to be stopped. Between the bus events, everything else, smashing that guy's phone. You just don't punch an old fucking Irish lad because he won't take a shot of your whiskey.
That
That's
is
funny.
fucked
All
up.
facts
But-
are true.
DC lost his heavyweight title.
Who's DC?
Daniel Cormier versus Stipe Miocic. I might have murdered the last name, but it was a rematch. Stipe is now the greatest heavyweight of all time. And then Nick
Based
Diaz,
on record or what?
yeah, and wins and everything else, and people he's fought. But I don't know if you guys follow that or not.
What happened?
Nick Diaz came back and got a anonymous decision in 3 rounds, and then Stipe knocked DC out, or it was a technical stoppage in the 4th, and DC knocked him out the first round. So it was really
he
good.
knocked him out and he was allowed to keep fighting?
What?
You said he
No.
knocked him out in the first round?
DC knocked him out in the first fight.
Oh, gotcha.
And then they had a rematch 1 year later, which was this weekend. And then Stipe took back the title. So now Stipe is literally the greatest heavyweight of all time. Because he's beat DC, who was number 1 for pound. And Stipe beat him now. So hopefully now it's
How
Stipe.
long has Diaz been fighting? He's been playing for a while.
Diaz has been all around for a long time, but he's been out for 3 years.
Why?
Just because he does his
fucking knocked
the
out.
the post fight interview goes. So Diaz, why have you been out so long? Because everyone in my weight division sucks.
Oh, of course.
And he just beat like one of the pound for pound number 1 at 170. He fucking TK'd him. Oh no, it went to an unanimous decision. I'm bad, but yeah, it was a great round of fights. Great round. Alrighty then, go Huskers.
Go Huskers.
Can I have a beer?
Go Big Red.
Get
Big
Taylor
Red.
a beer.
All right. It's cooler, actually, when I open the fridge. I kind of like to sit here. Actually.
Sure you do.
The winter, it's going to suck.
Fuck, don't need. That's still right around the corner.
When do you guys think we're going to have the first snow? You think we can have it in
This,
September?
I would say October.
It could
We
be
had a lot of
October.
rain
It
last
could be
year in
October.
September.
You can't rule October.
You know what's funny? This fridge was full when I got here.
And now what?
In about 45 minutes,
There's also 5
there's 3 beers left.
out of how many beers total? Do you know
What
the total
happens?
beers?
All the claws are
I'm
gone?
gonna need one of
There's
those.
one claw.
One claw.
One claw, one bush,
Dude, we're definitely not living by any laws.
one
tonight.
liney, and one thing of
You need a
pickles.
liney? Where's your beer?
Derek has my Bush Light because I took 2 claws.
I think I like to have the lime clawless left in there.
You get the last claw?
It's my favorite.
So you get
Dude,
the
I'm
claw.
over
As we
30,
take
man.
this advertisement,
You
we
just
are brought to
learned
you
a
by
lot.
Bush Light.
You just got
Lime
a new beer,
Kugels.
right?
Yeah, I'm good.
Okay, so I get the last Bush Light, and you get the last Lion Google.
But
we're done.
Did I hear
fucking clawed me, dude?
did I hear something about gin and ginger beer?
White Claw.
Do we need to go to
Live
Moolah
by no
after this?
laws.
Let's go to Moolah for a shot after this.
Ooh, fuck.
Just one shot. One shot, one beer, and come back.
My last
You know
name
it
is
doesn't
one
happen
shot.
that way.
No, I don't, because I got to work tomorrow. Let's do it. Come on, boys.
You all gotta work in the morning.
You do?
Yeah,
You fucking liar. You don't work Fridays.
I do now. that
You
I'm
do
the boss.
not work Fridays.
I got to work tomorrow.
You don't work tomorrow.
I do have to work tomorrow.
At noon.
No, 7 a.m.
Bullshit.
7 to
Why?
noon.
Why?
What time do you wake
I
up
got
to get to
people showing
work?
up at my plant on Monday,
What time do you wake up for work on a 7 shift?
5 a.m.
It's earlier than I get up when I get to work at 7.
I got to work out.
Are you like a lady? Oh,
I
you
get my-
gotta work.
I work out, then I go to work.
Gotcha.
You still hear me honking?
I work
Like a
out.
bitch?
So then I
Little
wish
fish and a
work
workout?
out in the morning so I can go to
Oh,
work
get
and I'm off by
involved in
3,
that.
4 o'clock. So then I got the night to do podcast or go fishing.
You been fishing at night and podcasting?
I'm going tomorrow night.
God, it's hot in here.
I have my own fishing podcast. It's called
sorry.
Open it up.
420 in the 402 on the boat.
No,
It's a podcast
not.
on the boat.
402 with
No, it's 420 in the 402 on the boat.
All right.
You guys should check it out.
How are you producing that?
It's on my boat.
Who's
My
producing? it?
boat.
Audible.
You got a producer?
What's the name of your boat?
Should I introduce you to mine?
Tracker 420.
No, it's gotta have a nice.
So you only
female
reel up
name.
420
So anybody
ounce
who wants to go fishing and podcast, let me know.
It'll be a lot of ASMR.
What?
I'm winding my reel.
Oh yeah, you could get some good ASMR. Just like the casting and reeling. You
Caught
know?
this fish.
It'd be a lot of editing in between cast and fish.
I'll
but
I'll set up a time lapse of you fishing, just like on a dock sometime.
Let's do it.
Fuck. I almost had him.
Easier than
What's
a
your
boat.
favorite
Yeah.
pole?
The big one.
Nice. Bait caster.
Bait casters all day. If you guys use a spin cast or an open cast, you guys are just...
Shut the fuck up. I love my spinning reels. All right.
I have
still
a
have
couple
that-
fairy
that-
wands on my own.
Lost
you
it.
Gotta, you gotta
You
use it
lost it.
in the Black
That
Hills.
was a great fishing rod.
No, a snapping turtle. I think took it into a lake last year.
Did you
What?
mount stuck in the ground or something?
He probably had it in his Grand Prix and it broke off in the window or
No,
something.
this was just last year when we went fishing. It kind of ended the summer when I lost
Yeah,
my
it's
fishing
probably that
pole.
goldfish.
And my other one, okay, so I think a snapping turtle got probably both poles, but one of them just fell in the water and didn't get pulled all the way in. The fluger was gone.
It was a fluger?
Yeah, dude, the
It wasn't
fishing
that
pole you
expensive
had was
then.
a pretty cool one. I found it on a golf course, tied up in a tree
I
on the
looked-
last hole.
I looked it up.
Damn.
And I've essentially replaced it with the $60 one that I bought.
It wasn't that worth much.
It's not that much.
It seemed like a fun one to fish with. not that I know
It's a nice fishing pole. I definitely liked it. That's why
From
I
Walmart?
replaced it because
Is
I
that one of
enjoyed
those good
it.
ones you gotta whip around your head and do some fancy?
No, it's not a cracking whip.
Derek, let's go Saturday morning.
You know, fishing pole.
Already got plans Saturday, man.
Saturday morning?
Somebody has to
Yes.
masturbate on Saturday mornings.
Chase can go out and ice fish with you.
No.
What do you mean?
I'm going
no?
to Kansas City for the Chiefs preseason game.
Why? Chiefs are going to fucking shit the bed this year, sir.
You're
Oh,
fucking
fuck.
full of shit.
All it
my
would take
God.
is
But I will take
Mahomes.
Mahomes as my QB in fantasy if that comes down to anything.
If anybody gives you shit for taking him first round, tell him to fuck off, because I guarantee you this guy's throwing over 50 touchdown passes.
If I'm top 5 picks and it comes down to my quarterback, I'm picking Mahomes.
But who's your team though?
I don't have a team. That's the thing. That's
didn't
why I
think
like fantasy.
so. Okay. See, I can't do fantasy, man.
Why? It's something to do on Sundays when you're not fishing or hunting.
It's a lot of fun. You can put a lot of
is-
strategy
life
into
is
it.
just
bragging.
a fantasy.
Is that why you have all those guys in it?
Yeah, more vodka martini pops. You guys,
Dude, I swear it's my girlfriend's. I swear.
you got a whole 12 pack of these fuckers, don't you?
No,
He has a
don't
pal-
look in there.
He has a pallet from Costco.
This is ice cream. And something else on the top.
You got a fucking banana that's black.
There's 3 of them.
Why do you got black bananas? What do you do with these?
Dildos.
Don't worry about it.
Banana
Suck
nut
on them
bread.
when everybody leaves.
Yeah.
I'll take some
Well,
banana Foster if
I'm
you got
not
ice cream
Taylor.
in there.
No, just ice cream.
So what's the last story here?
There's multiple stories we haven't talked
Yeah,
about.
what do we want to talk
yet.
about, boys?
Oh.
We never agreed. Are we going to Maha after one shot? Or Moolah?
Maha's over.
Yeah,
man.
Maha. Sorry, guys who listen to
Dude,
this.
I just
Maha
wanna say this.
sucked this
You
year.
were there?
Yes,
What
both
night?
nights.
I was there
It
both
sucked.
nights as
I
well.
saw Matt- I saw Matt
He
and
didn't
Kim.
like it. What'd you think?
Did
Lane?
you see Courtney Barnett?
No, I wanted.
Oh,
we
you
partied.
fucking suck.
No, I saw when Kim blew out her ACL or whatever.
What?
Who?
Matt and Kim?
Yeah,
She
we saw
blew out her ACL.
We saw him on 9
didn't
of
see
09.
this.
It was at the waiting room back when
Okay.
they had like daylight.
Oh,
and
this
whatnot.
is
This is back in 09.
Oh.
This is the second time I saw him, and it was horrible.
okay. So she blew out her ankle though
Her ACL.
at Maha.
It was either there or right before, but she still performed.
Okay, you missed Courtney Barnett. She was like spitting all over the place, fucking playing feedback and screaming and shit. You would have liked it.
Sounds horrible.
No, you would have liked it. It's punk. It's fucking good songwriting.
But
it's in
like,
your face.
don't tell me you can get Run the Jewels. You can get Modest Mouse. You can get Reezer. You can get fucking TV on the
Atmosphere.
radio. You
Yeah.
can get all these popular big ass bands.
And they
And the
chose
only one this weekend was
Lizzo.
fucking, in my opinion, Matt and Kim, which is irrelevant nowadays.
No, I think Courtney Barnett's fucking awesome.
Was
she was
who was
Lizzo
who's
was
the
the
headliner on
headliner.
Saturday?
Lizzo.
Liz, yeah. See, I know a lot of fucking.
She came out. The first thing she said was just like, "I've never headlined a show before.
It's fucking.
I'm always an opening act. This is my first headlining act." You know what? She fucking killed it. Okay, she put on a great show. Maha was sold out.
It's
It
always
was.
sold out.
It was sold out. The fucking people that were there were into it. Okay,
It's a good
Because-
fucking time. Don't get me wrong. I'm
There
just
was-
talking about the music selection for this year.
Yeah, it was
trash.
like- and
you had the Faint play.
Did you see?
Faint should play every fucking
Did you
year.
see
They
Jenny?
play most years.
No, only a couple of times.
If
Did you see Jenny Lewis?
We were
on-
all
on
in the
Friday
back.
night?
We were all in the back every show besides Matt and Kim.
Okay. Did you? But you were there at late night Friday.
We left probably, I said midnight.
So you saw Jenny Lewis. Then.
Well, we were in back, just partying.
Okay, she was cool. She was R&B. She was like fucking mixing it up and shit. I enjoyed her. I didn't know
Matt and
anything
Kim,
about her.
like, it's
Fuck
just
your
old.
Matt and Kim, man.
You remember when I showed you Matt and
I
Kim?
know who Matt and Kim
When
are.
I saw him.
but-
Yeah, you were there with me.
When?
We saw Matt and Kim.
They only came to Omaha once, I believe. And it was 2000. I have the poster still. It's 09 of 09 of 09.
I didn't see
They
this.
played at the
I didn't
waiting
go.
room.
I
No,
didn't
no,
go.
they
I
played.
didn't go.
Matt and Kim played. So when we went to Maha together, and they had the condoms that were getting inflated, that was for Matt and Kim. And she walked out into the crowd, but the people were holding her up by her feet.
I don't know about this.
I don't know. I
It
don't
was
know.
when
Snopes.
Kristen met us there with her friend that you made out with.
Name drops, bro.
Shit, man. What was her name?
What
That was like
what was his
5 years
name?
ago or 6 years ago.
What was his name?
What was his name? Yeah, exactly.
Whatever, man.
No, it was a girl that
You
lived
know
up the
what?
street
I
from
know what
us.
you're talking about, but I don't know her name. But anyway.
I didn't
All right.
ask you to remember her name.
We're moving on.
Omaha is a great time. Always.
Great time, people in Omaha.
I want to
Thank
say
you.
this about Lizzo, though. She does twerking church.
Twerking church.
Yeah, because
What
she's
is that, a
she's
song?
all about just fucking body empowerment and love yourself and shit. But then she twerks and she plays the flute while she twerks.
That's cool.
She's a big girl.
Big girl.
Not attractive.
She's a big girl.
I mean, it's cool when you're talking about it, but
I'd like to see that.
You would.
Nikki,
Minaj?
Nikki, not Nikki.
No. Essentially, she was wearing this thong speedo thing. Wasn't much to the imagination. It was,
All right.
It was kind of like wanting to make me throw 2 pit bulls.
All right.
into a
Before we
ravine.
lead up into this, guys, I am sorry. I hope you had a fun time listening to that whole segment, but please hold the tears back. I'm against all animal violence. People who abuse animals are rapists to me and child molesters.
And this
They
motherfucker,
should be- they
this
should be-
motherfucker lives in Omaha, man. He's
I
in
know.
Douglas or
Do
Sarpy
you want to
County.
read the story?
I do not, because I'll cry.
I have.
I'm going to cry.
You wrote talking points on
If you
this
abuse
story?
animals,
Yeah.
I'll fucking abuse you.
Oh, fuck.
Well, it's just the highlights of the story.
All right, well, go on.
What?
Take it away.
It's a long story.
Take
so
it
it's
away.
sad,
We'll
so-
react. We'll react. Take it away.
All right.
Viewer digression is devised.
Shane Palmer, 44,
Why are you
was.
doing that? To read it?
Oh, I'm not reading the story, just the highlights. Shane
Oh.
Palmer, 44. He just got busted for cruel treatment and disposal of 2 pit bulls. So the quote is, if someone doesn't want animals and they call the Humane Society, even if those animals have to be euthanized at the Humane Society, it's not cruel. But to allow an animal to starve to death is cruel. That was the judge, Leanne
Yes,
Riddlestorff.
for sure.
Go judge.
So, in January 2019, Nebraska Humane Society investigators located the emaciated bodies of Pokey and Boss,
Oh, my God. They
Palmer's
had
2
names.
male pit bulls, which were dumped in a ravine steps away from Palmer's home off 16th and Evans Street, which I think is North O.
Weird.
Yeah, sounds like it.
Palmer may only serve half his sentence, 7.5 months, so he had recommended from the judge 15 months in prison. He was also ordered Palmer to receive 9 months probation, which is part of your 15 months there. And for the next 15 years, Palmer's legally cannot own or live with any animals.
Should be for life.
Yeah, this should be for life. If you are an animal abuser, it should be like you are a sex offender. You have to fucking put up a sign, get a door-to-door, or do something.
Yeah,
It is
Yeah, dude.
fucking sick, and it makes my stomach turn that you could do something to a fucking harmless animal.
Exactly.
I hunt. I don't fucking abuse animals. I put them down ethically. It's called conservation. But abusing dogs and cats and anything like that, it's fucking
Or
sick.
any animal.
Any animal, yes. You do not abuse an animal.
One of the more disgusting things in the story that I didn't have in the talking points was that they not only died of starvation, but of freezing to death. So basically, last winter,
He didn't do
when they
nothing for
found
'em.
they heard stuff was missing in January when they were getting reports, he just ignored his animals probably in his
Yeah,
backyard.
they just freeze.
And when he
Yeah.
found him dead, he was like, "Oh, I'll just throw him down this creek right next to my house."
I worked with a lady way back in the day, and she said her pit bull, her husband forgot to put it in, and it died of heat exhaustion. You know how horrible that would be? How do you just forget to put your dog inside?
How do you forget your kid in the fucking car?
Exactly.
Yeah.
We're not going to...
Like
we're not
all
gonna go
these
down that
fucking
path 'cause
people are doing.
I know all the thousands of comments we'll get, but...
I totally forgot about all your bullet points. Sorry. But anyway, yeah. It's
Do not abuse
fucked
animals.
up, man. I just remember the one news story when I was working at the news. Someone took a cat, put it in a Cheetos bag, and threw it out on
Like a kitten?
Dodge Street. I don't know how big the cat was.
Yeah.
What kind of
It was
Cheetos?
just
There's
like
multiple
like
stories
someone
of Dodge
someone
Street
like
and cats.
saw it so a Cheetos bag get thrown out of a vehicle and they stopped and like picked it up and they're like, "There's a fucking cat in here."
Oh, yeah, people do... It's all the time. There's one guy, he has like a whole dog sanctuary because he lives at a country road. It's a dead end.
In Omaha?
No, it's somewhere in the nation. And he's like acquired like 50 dogs. on this giant farm, and it's a farm rescue. People just literally go drop it off at the dead road, and he just turned it into a giant sanctuary.
Yeah.
Like, that guy should be a saint.
You might as well, you know.
He's a saint.
Yeah, for sure. Well, someone's feeding them.
It's like, I hate people when they have dogs like in an apartment. I mean, I get if you have a dog under 30 pounds, it's a cat, so it's okay. But a big dog in an apartment, you have to walk it. You know, it's
Yeah,
they're captive.
that's why. Like, I would never have a dog here.
Never,
because the dog
never,
would be.
never,
So
never.
We have to walk our
miserable.
dogs
They need
twice a day. We got big dogs.
Dogs need to run. Small dogs, sure, I'll give you the granted of the doubt. Blah blah. But dogs that need to run and hunt and do everything else, they belong outside.
You'd like this. I was driving through Dundee the other day. Your fucking hood, and there was this lady like. She was like walking this little husky. It was pretty fucking small.
Like a puppy?
It was,
Or a Pomsky.
dude. It was like fluffy still. It was small.
It was either a puppy or it was the Pomsky.
It was a husky puppy, and she was like on the phone. Then she was like also like Instagramming and shit. She was just like on her phone, and this dog wanted to like run, just like wanted to like keep moving,
Express
keep
some
doing
energy from
something.
being cooped up all day.
Yeah, exactly.
That's
and
huskies.
she just had like
especially.
no,
I have a husky.
She had no care for it. She was just on her phone, and then she crossed the street one way, and she was like waiting to cross it the other way, and I was just like watching it, like, oh my god,
Yeah.
this lady is a horrible dog owner.
She's,
here.
she's a dog mom. Got to get it for the Instagram.
Yeah, exactly. That's exactly what I
Yeah,
was
and
thinking.
it's still
too.
a puppy, dude. When that dog gets bigger, it's going to be pulling her over, and she's going to be all pissed off, and
Yeah.
hopefully she learns how to handle, especially a husky. I mean, I have one, and she's got so much fucking energy. We have to run her in the morning, and always take her on a run or a walk at night.
Yeah, it's a child.
Yeah, and they're
It's literally-
extremely intelligent. Like,
Exactly.
I have to keep her occupied constantly. Even if I want to chill and watch TV, I'm still like throwing rope with
Still,
her.
yeah,
and-
but you just can't keep a big dog captive.
Oh, and she's huge for us. Yeah, I think she's part Malamute.
Oh,
75
so
pounds.
That's a big dog.
No way.
She's 75 pounds. Neva, we just weighed her. Yeah, dude. We just had to get her shots, weighed her. Burton, of course, is at 65. He's an English Bull Terrier, like a bulldog. sort
Why
of
is
style.
meat spin on one of your tabs on Google?
It's not.
Yeah, it is.
That's
No, it's
weird.
not.
I'm looking at it.
It
It's
was.
spinning.
delete.
I think the spin is the page
You
loader.
didn't see that. Chase, I have a quote wrote down from you,
What?
but I don't think I have the full quote.
Is this quote time?
It is Chase's quote time.
Don't say it.
Quote.
When did I give
All
this
I
to
wrote
you?
is good drugs.
Oh yeah, let's hear this.
What's the story behind
I
the
don't know
drugs?
what I was thinking.
He
Like,
it's a quote. It's Chase's quote of the day.
They
of the
never make
podcast.
sense, but we gotta post it.
But it's something that he's thought of.
what I
Well,
why do good drugs suck so bad, and bad drugs are so great?
Now define your good drugs and bad drugs.
good drugs are like your pharmaceuticals?
I don't do drugs.
Your pharmaceuticals, though, is what you're talking about.
Yeah,
Those are
good.
pharmaceutical grade.
They're good drugs for you, but they suck.
like all the proteins and everything. It's
Oh,
like
the vitamins.
Yeah.
Vitamin D and
these are supposed to make you feel all better and sure and great, but
Sure,
I
your-
never
your
get
Tussin,
no feeling off these
your
things.
Adderall.
Then I hear people
I think he's
talking
talking about natural occurring
Xanax,
chemicals
fucking-
Your
and
Xannies.
Then no.
no, that's
Your
the bad
Oxys.
drugs. I think he
Okay.
wants to talk
Yeah,
about.
the bad drugs.
The bad drugs.
make you feel good.
But what are the bad drugs though?
Xannies, Adderall,
Oxys.
cocaine,
Yeah,
All the fun stuff.
weed. I don't know.
mushrooms.
Molly. Ecstasy.
Why are there more drugs than
Oxycontin,
vitamins?
Xanax bars, Percocet,
There are
Morphine
no.
tabs.
I don't know.
Fentanyl. That's
Yeah.
like a vitamin, right?
Dude, would you do fentanyl?
Dude, I can't
I started
do
itching
pills,
all of a
dude.
sudden. Did anybody
That
else
shit
start
makes
itching?
me puke. I've had to take painkillers for shit
Now I'm
before,
itching.
and like, I puke every
Why am I itching it
time.
all over?
My
Probably 'cause
chest
you're
hair
sweating.
itches.
No, I can't stand it, man. Won't do it.
Itch it.
What?
Just take your shirt off.
Painkiller shit. When I've had to take it before, I puke immediately. I hate it. I'd rather experience the
Oxys?
pain, honestly.
Oxy.
Yeah. Yeah.
Not even Tylenol. Tylenol. Or
I hate even taking that. That
You
won't
haven't-
make me puke, but I don't even like taking that.
You haven't smoked any opium yet?
I probably take Tylenol once a year. And I have accidentally smoked opium.
accidentally.
Fuck you.
Accidentally.
Yeah, somebody threw it on top of a weed bowl.
While you were smoking it?
Accidentally smoked opium on a weed bowl.
How do you
Yeah.
or Tylenol?
I'm pretty sure you've been
Yes,
down a
you
couple of
suck.
those.
Tylenol? No, I have not.
Yeah, I guarantee you have.
God, I want to quit.
Who's smoking Tylenol?
Not
Is that a thing? Can you get high?
Of Tylenol?
Lane, you got any Tylenol?
No, I don't do
Do
Tylenol.
not. I have Midol for cramps.
Well, yeah, you get your period all the time, Journey.
So Moolah?
So thanks for the quote.
Yeah, no problem. Good quote.
So they're $150 billion on drugs.
Oh yeah, so today I heard that the United States alone spends $150 billion on meth, amphetamines, and marijuana.
How so? Like through
I would just say just through the market.
fighting against it? Like the
No,
drug wars?
no, purchasing it.
Oh, the U.S. is a population,
Yeah,
not a
as the
government.
population is buying it, and then we spend $160 to $170 billion just on alcohol.
I'm sure
Sounds
the
about
government's buying it too.
I think about 100 billion of that's mine.
We're all part of that.
Just a fraction.
Yeah, but how much is spent on education?
Because that's my
How much is
I'm
spent on the Amazon?
zero.
Fires.
Sex trafficking.
Zero.
Less
all
than
that.
Notre Dame.
How much is spent on sex trafficking?
Oh boy.
Not
Dude,
enough.
what if we just taxed sex
Or
trafficking?
make it, illegal like it is
Did you
now,
really just say
and
that?
actually punish people.
No,
that
it's
do
called
it.
a brothel.
I mean, it was a joke.
it's
yeah.
called brothel.
Why-
Sex trafficking is nothing to
So
joke
I
about,
believe
but a brothel.
I believe in sex workers.
Oh, yeah,
that's
most definitely.
different than sex trafficking.
Yeah.
Way different.
You're right, you're
Sex
You're talking
trafficking
about
I'm sorry, I used the wrong
Sex trafficking is
noun.
this
kids.
podcast just got
You
canceled.
fuck.
Apple should get down.
No one cancels.
Don't get offended by
You
that.
can't cancel
Attorneys-
us. We'll
attorneys-
fight you.
Lane
attorneys-
retracts the
Hi.
statement.
I'm talking about sex workers, guys. So let's say you're a lonely weirdo that wants to shoot up the school, and you could just
What does this have to do with
Because the
Listen,
hot girl won't
listen.
give you sex.
because the hot girl won't give you sex. Maybe
The hot
you
girl
could
don't
just
like
like either go to a brothel and like fuck a robot that looks like the hot girl, or just fuck an actual girl that
Or-
like, talks to you
or
for a little bit.
Why do you
and
have
you
to go
feel
cheat
better?
on your wife if she won't give you sex? Just go to a brothel and knock one out real fast and be good for
Well,
another.
I'm
No,
not
these
all
are people
about
that
cheating.
can't get a wife and they freak out.
No, I'm talking about like what?
This isn't anybody.
What about if you're a widow? What about if your
Even
wife
girl.
dies
Yeah.
and you haven't had sex in fucking 5 years?
You want to
You're
hear
just a
some
whore
crazy
dog.
shit?
what? Yeah,
All right.
I do.
So,
Of course.
trying to remember her.
Don't make it too crazy.
There's a comedian. Her last name is Cummings.
Hold on, Ted's dying.
I think her first name might be
Whitney.
Melissa.
It's
I'm
Whitney.
not sure. Last name Cummings.
Whitney Houston.
No.
Melissa.
She has a stand-up act on Netflix, one of the specials. And she
has a
gets
sex
into about sex robots.
It's
Oh,
Whitney Cummings.
she has the
Whitney
duplicate.
Cummings.
She has
Hey
the-
Whitney, just throwing your name out there and give you some cheap advertisement.
Hey Whitney.
Check out her new special. It's on Netflix right now.
Hey, follow us on Trash Talk Omaha.
She learns
Yeah.
about this stuff.
Sex
and
talk.
has
She
this
has her own
opinion
doll.
of we should not allow sex robots. That was her opinion. She starts creeping in on chat rooms and stuff like that of the community that actually owns these sex robots, and learns that these guys take better care of their sex robots than most men take care of their actual women.
Well, yeah, because when
And
we pump
becomes a
jizz in a
supporter
girl,
of
we
it.
don't do nothing about it.
That
They
doesn't
take care of it.
She orders her own sex robot model after herself. They take like full face casts, ear casts, mouth casts. It's kind of creepy.
How'd you
Well,
like it?
You're.
I was really creeped out by it.
It's a good.
She
it's
tells a
good,
funny
it's
story
it's
of
a great
her
special.
husband, though.
So what if that's what every wife did for their husband? Was order them a sex robot?
Is that
Here,
cheating?
fuck the
Well,
robot,
some
leave me
girls,
alone.
some
Yeah,
girls would say
fuck-
that's cheating.
But if it's a sex robot, that
Some
looks
girls
like,
think
just like
jerking off is cheating.
A wife, your own wife is like
Catholics.
Just go to the spare room and
Oh,
fuck this.
yeah. You go
Robot.
try to hook up with your girl that night.
That's
she
when
goes,
I'd
"Oh,
get
no."
divorced and be like, "This is too weird.
Yeah.
I'm not getting sex from my wife. She's making me have sex with this doll."
But you use sex toys and they put fingers up your butt. So what's weirder?
Fucking a sex doll looks like my wife, I guess.
Yeah, for sure, for sure.
What?
Just
Who's
someone
putting
that
fingers in
lays
whose
there,
butt?
like, just being like, "Hey, you like this?" And she's just laying there like, "I'm a sex robot."
No,
Would
dude,
you rather have like a
you
sex
can
robot or
program
like a,
them.
Yeah,
to
you
say
can program
stuff.
them to talk, but why would you program them to talk?
Yeah.
It's creepy watching them talk, though. It's totally robot style talk.
I'm enjoying it.
The only good thing about a sex doll is
Blow
that
your load at me.
they don't call you and bug you when you're out with your boys.
Oh, Oh, you're out drinking again? Weird.
I'm gonna get laid tonight, guys.
Oh,
What
you're
are you
out
doing?
drinking again?
Wait, is that why your phone hasn't been blowing up tonight? Because you got a sex robot waiting for you at
Oh,
home?
you passed out at your buddy's house, so you must be having a sleepover? No, I just did not want to drink and drive.
Well, I don't like hauling your ass around with me. Because I got to charge you.
So if you have a sex robot, though, does that mean you have to, like, buy it dresses and shit? Or
Why would you buy dresses?
What would you
They
buy?
do. They do
You would-
makeup. They do their
elves
hair.
are total on
they
freaks.
wash it
Yeah.
and keep it clean.
Yeah, if you're taking care of a sex robot, you're dressing it.
No, you're just taking out
You're
the
setting,
fucking fleshlight.
you're setting it up so you can eat dinner with it and shit.
Dude,
No, it's
One
called a
of the-
sex robot, not a
they
girlfriend.
did.
No, people do.
She
Oh,
told us. She
people would
talked about
fucking-
this.
that's
Whitney Cummings
senile.
talked about this. A lot of the guys that get this stuff, according to the blog stuff that she's been on, they actually like. There's a large chunk of them that use it to replace a deceased wife because they're lonely. They. I'm not saying this is all of them, but they literally take care and wash their hair, do their hair. There was a whole forum about like how to apply makeup and do hair in different styles.
Yeah, this is true. But there's also
How do you do it?
a sex brothel that I've heard about where
Or back on brothels.
this is the brothel. Yes. So there's an AI. There's an app you download on your phone. You use the AI that you have to like talk to the robot first, like to get consensual sex or whatever.
Consensual sex?
Consensual sex with the robot.
Consensual sex.
Consensual sex.
Consensual.
Consensual sex with the fucking robot. The robot has to like
Chase,
you
do you know what that
first.
is?
Consensual sex?
Yeah, do you know what that is?
No.
Okay, so the robot has to like you, has to allow you to fuck it, and then they take the app that you've been talking to, messaging for a
Does
couple
it
weeks.
say yes to everything you say,
and
though?
no, it's a real like algorithm.
I won't do
and shit.
that.
They
Yeah, I
take
do
they
that.
take the robot
Well.
and put it into a sex doll that you can fuck.
So if I tell her to make me a grilled cheese, will she?
Yes, you can custom.
No.
You can customize the robot, the AI that you're talking to be like dumb things like needy or like greedy or
Greedy.
Anything that rhymes with ED.
no. There's a lot of different things. I'm doing a really bad sell for this sex robot thing right now.
I think Trash Talk
But-
Omaha needs to get one, and we'll review it, and then get back to
If
our...
you got about
Yeah.
get back to our
$3,000 to
listeners.
spare,
We're
we
working
can probably
on-
get a cheap one.
We'll just all throw down, and we'll just test it out every week.
Well, okay. So this
I
is
think
what
we
I'm
should
tell
buy
you,
more
Taylor,
equipment
right now. If
before
you
we
want to be
buy it.
involved in Trash Talk, you're gonna have to order yourself a sex robot,
And call in and tell us about it.
and then we're all gonna have
Live.
to fuck it here on the
I'll be your sex doll robot reviewer.
You can come
I'll
back.
come in with daily or weekly reviews.
Taylor's going to have to watch you with the sex robot for 24 hours straight.
Yeah, bring Monica back.
I need
anytime.
content, people.
Unremitted viewing privileges.
This will be on our paid Snapchat.
Yeah, this is paid to see.
We'll give you a line in Kugel if you do this.
Signed by Chase Grape's asshole.
Yeah.
He has mints.
Wonder what the first date's like, though, when they get their sex doll.
I bet it's pretty quiet.
So,
What is the first thing you? It is quiet. What is the first thing you say to your sex robot AI on?
Hi, I'm
Wanna fuck?
I'm Lane.
Hi, can I see
Did
you
it hurt
naked?
when you fell from heaven?
Do you think if you send him a dick pic, you automatically like lose?
You're going to buy a phone plan for your sex robot?
Yeah, no, but you have to like. There was the thing with.
And then open your own sex text?
Just texting each other.
so to get
Honey, why your
I'm
phone
turning
keep
my
going
cell
off?
phone, baby.
Is there another guy texting you?
to get consent with these AI sex robots, you have to get so many points with them first. Like, you have to please them
Isn't
so
there a
many
sex
times.
robot that you don't have to score with?
Yeah, I don't think so. That's the one you order on yourself. This is a brothel that I'm still talking about.
What if you had brothels of sex robots?
It's still figuring out.
Yeah, it's in Texas.
So think
This
about
one's
this.
in California.
Here,
that I'm talking
I have a
about.
thought, little
Yeah,
test here.
spit it out.
All right. So, sex robots become popular for anything sexually related, outside of like trying to consummate or procreate. So you go to a brothel and they're all robots. How do they even distinguish one from the other in the sense that, well, we made a few ugly ones, but here's the hot ones. I would
probably
almost
never-
want to do the ugly ones because the hot ones are getting blasted.
Well, they
I'll take the pregnant
sanitize
one.
them, though, right? Don't they? You think they sanitize them?
Oh, they would have to. If it's an actual business.
Yeah, but
they
after
do.
about like 20 washes, that silicate's
Yeah, but
fucking
it's
breaking
silicone.
Yeah,
down.
that fucking shit gets worn in.
Then
you
a
know, right?
robot dog walks by.
Wait, is it
Journey
lube?
be like, I'll
Is it
take that one.
Does
pre-lube?
it sniff your ass like a regular dog while you're in the middle of coitus?
What, do you think they have goats there too?
How did this robot poop on me?
Oh, that's a good question. What if they do actually create like robot goats or other animals you could fuck?
Well,
It's
they do
not
that
a
with-
real
they-
animal.
Unfortunately,
Will
I
that
don't want to
be
go down this
legal?
path, but they do that with like children. For
That's
pedophile-
illegal though.
Yeah, it is.
Or
But
like-
would it be legal to have a robot animal?
Or-
Or even a robot child?
Are furries
Probably.
illegal? What if it was a
Yeah, furry.
robot furry?
It should be. Should be illegal.
I don't know about that.
So
You're
fuck
feeding
a
into some
robot
weird shit.
furry?
Why
It should
do
be
you-
illegal to fuck a robot
You're
furry.
just a fucking weirdo, so you shouldn't.
Yeah, but
Be able
since
to-
when is it against the law to be a weirdo?
But think about this.
I mean, if
though.
you're fucking
Also,
a doll that looks like a kid,
well,
then
what,
you got
Yes.
problems.
200 years
Yes,
ago
you're
or
right,
so,
you're right.
it was
Fucking
not
adult.
Why
uncommon
is it
to
so-
marry a 13
yeah.
or 14-year-old.
But no, yeah, but like girls like to be choked. So why is it so weird for Chase to fuck a
I'm
furry?
not saying that that's what's right, but
Furby?
like was perfectly socially acceptable 200 years ago. Marrying
Oh yeah.
a 13 or 14-year-old.
Well, back then, that's 200 years ago. It's not
That's
2019.
So then, if there was robots, it was modeled for a 13-year-old. How would you feel about that?
I personally like 16, but I'd be.
Let's stay there, by the
That's
way.
fine. You can stand. You can stand by
Good
that.
guess.
No, it's
Good
fucked up.
guess.
No, it
In all
is.
seriousness.
That's why you have to get consent from the robot to fuck it. Okay. You can't just go around fucking robots. You have to get.
They have
consent from 'em.
algorithms
Well,
that
what if
have.
you had a cranky
No.
robot?
They have feelings.
Honey, robot, I'll do the dishes tonight.
Yeah.
If I had a robot that did my dishes, I'd
So
be
this
great
is
with
fucking
that.
God.
this is the real question, and I'm gonna ask Derek because you're the married man. If there was a robot that looked like your wife, would you fuck it?
No.
Well, would it be okay by her first?
Yeah, she said, "Fuck,
Just like, hey, honey, I'm out of town this weekend.
fuck my robot."
You know, we haven't had this conversation before.
Would
get
you
back to
ask
us.
her tonight?
I would ask her. She watched this Whitney Cummings stand-up.
I
she
think
probably
she
have
would
an
be
opinion.
down with
Dude.
it. I think she would get
Whitney.
down with it too.
She
Your
would
stand-up
probably
is
say
awesome.
yes, like laughing. But I feel like if we actually had a robot and I fucked it and she found out, I'm pretty sure there's a part
But
of her that'd
how
be like,
funny would
a
it be
little
like,
pissed.
Derek, I told you to do the dishes. Oh, Sonny, I'm sorry. Tonight you'd get in bed. Honey, I'm mad at you. So you just go in the other room and just fuck the robot instead.
They would be so pissed.
If
They'd
you
be so
recall
pissed.
from the Whitney Cummings episode, her husband, she got that, left it in the house. The husband was creeped out by it. She went out of town for probably a stand-up routine shit. When she returned, she asked him, how's it going? He specifically brings up the robot and says, the tits actually kind of feel real.
Oh, yeah. Right. Dude, it's hilarious.
And
That's
the
awesome.
vagina don't smell that bad, like yours.
Well, I'm on the
And
first day.
she didn't keep talking.
Yeah. And the bitch made me fucking thinner after. I don't know how.
Oh, that's awesome.
That'd be one good thing about the
You know
robot.
what? I'm
I wouldn't fuck the robot that would answer your question.
okay.
I'm creeped out by it.
Okay.
It's creepy as fuck.
You wouldn't think about it.
You say that now.
Not at this technology level. Maybe in 30 years.
What about if you fucked
Yeah.
a robot with the
When
Oculus
it's-
Rift on
when
you?
it's self
When you
lubing,
can't tell the difference.
When it's self lubing.
when it's
when you
more,
can't tell the difference.
when it's more
Who says
human.
we're not in that right now?
Yeah.
I've seen them.
It-
on
Who
Whitney
says no? Who
Cummings'
says
special.
we're not
First of all,
in an AI system right now?
yeah, is your wife a robot?
Or AI?
That'd make. Well, explain a lot of
Or
it.
the-
listen to
or the
theory.
Matrix.
Listen to the theory.
She's
How-
not, but the one upstairs
you
is.
guys tried on Oculus Rift, right?
I have, some
Okay.
cheap versions.
Now imagine that technology as it is now. Like, just say the
Yeah.
Sega
In
was.
1,000 years.
Think how good that is. How could you tell the difference?
You couldn't.
Now,
We could
who
all be
says,
living
who
in a
says we're not doing it
fucking
right now?
Yeah, you guys are living in my podcast.
Total
hologram
Recall.
right now.
Open
See?
your mind.
You don't know.
Wow.
We don't know.
I actually tripped out super fucking hard one time, and that was my
Fucked the
vision.
robot.
Was we dipped our faces in pools, like bird feeder waters, almost. Like.
Sure. Okay,
And
fountain.
each one you dip your face into was a different experience, like a lifetime experience.
That's called DMT.
I can get down on it.
I think with that, any listeners listen to this will be at Moolah in 15 minutes.
Come buy us some food and drink.
We'll take a shot
Drink.
today with our listeners.
We'll buy you a drink.
Hey guys, this was a really good podcast.
Got kind of weird at the end.
We
but
need to do one like at 2 a.m.
It's all right.
No,
Hey,
yeah,
Chase,
we do.
Yeah.
Can I get a beer?
I think
Beer's
we're all
gone,
right.
Jamal.
Beer's gone.
That's why you need to go to Omaha. Let's go. For
Pickle
fun.
juice.
We're gonna start going live after Husker games, I think.
No,
Why?
that'd be so hot. Where are you gonna watch a Husker game at?
Hey, we never talked about the
Wherever.
last Husker story. Scott Frost is saying they're getting new facilities, and the AD's like, we haven't even discussed it. Well, he didn't say that specifically,
And
but
he's
Scott Frost was like,
forcing
you
it.
know,
Yeah, but
it's
we have
happening.
to have a winning team. Once we have the winning team, the boosters
And
will
winning
fucking pay at
recruits.
the ass for it.
All you need is a bowl game.
Yeah, that too.
No, honestly, what if they won a fucking conference champion this year? What if they fucking
What if?
I
rolled
believe in-
Wisconsin?
I believe.
Fucking
I
beat
believe.
Northwestern.
I believe that we
Came
can
down to-
win.
Came down to Iowa, where the fucking champions. We go play Penn State. Of course, we're gonna beat Ohio State. I don't know. It's actually probably
Yeah, Urban
it's probably
Meyer's
Michigan.
gone.
It'll
Urban
probably be
Meyer's
Michigan,
gone.
right?
That's the year.
Yeah, exactly. But it's probably going to be Michigan that'll win the Big
Michigan
Ten
always blows it, though,
region.
and they're going to
Big
blow
it.
it on fucking
No,
Nebraska.
but they will
Or
win.
Nebraska will blow it
They
on
will-
there.
Nebraska blows it off. Guys, we won 4 games last year. Let's shoot for 6. Let's be realistic.
Michigan beat, or will finally beat
I am
Ohio
being
State
realistic.
this year.
8
is what I'm
wins.
talking
Let's
about.
just see-
You
let's
heard it
just-
here first.
Let's just see
8
how
wins.
the first 4 games
Yeah,
go.
how about the first game?
First of all, if we beat
First
Colorado, it's a sign of the season.
It is.
Right?
Dude, we
I'll
did
agree
well
with that.
in the back half of last season. I was there to witness
did?
it. My first Husker game ever.
Are we going to a
was
game this
Minnesota
year? Are we going to Lincoln and hanging out, or just going to
I'm
a
down.
game?
Let's do it.
Let's go to
If
Lincoln.
you go to Lincoln for a
Let's
game,
go
you got to stay in Lincoln because why would you drive back hammered?
Let's
get-
go to the rail yard. Let's get fucked
Let's
up.
get a hotel
do
a little closer, though.
Let's do a podcast from the hotel.
Let's do
Let's
it.
invite bitches over. Let's do whatever we gotta do.
You have a girlfriend.
I don't care.
Ouch.
Bitches can come over on podcasts.
Bitches
you
listening.
guys. I will take this podcast
Maybe don't
Chase
call
and I
them
are
bitches.
single.
road.
Huskerlettes.
Chase brings the
hang out.
podcast.
We'll be
D
downtown.
brings the topics.
I'll bring the party
O
favors.
Street.
Taylor
all
brings
day.
the potty favors. I bring the fucking microphones. This has been Trash Talk Omaha. Fuck
Signing
you,
off.
Chase.
Go Big Red.
Go Big Red.
Go Big Red.
Peace.